hardcore violence. My God, we're back. We're back. Jessica Walsh.
What's up, babies?
Baby. Oh.
Wow. Big ass fighting, and we're back.
And we're back. How is everybody?
You know, okay. It's we got a knife fight tonight. I'm a little nervous about that, but otherwise we're okay.
I'm good. I just jumped out of a big vat of spider repellent, so hopefully I don't get bitten. If you guys get bit, I'll try and do my best to carry on the show without you, but I can't get bit again. My doctor specifically told me that.
Smart. As you can hear, the children are screaming around us, the dogs are wandering, and we've got a scramble title. We've got a scramble title to go here, guys.
Yeah.
I'm
ready to scramble.
It's been a very weird few weeks in the open scramble division, if there even is a division. I don't know. Hey, there's Discussion Davis.
Wow. What a guy.
He is legally, technically, biologically, physiologically a guy.
It seems to me that we're seeing more and more interesting characters in these opening scrambles. This pan is getting more and more prestigious.
Yeah. I'm surprised it hasn't been. I'm surprised it hasn't been damaged yet by some of these idiots. I'm really surprised to see Chucky and Gary kind of start off the match going after each other. I mean, they're sons of anger pals, but I mean, that scramble pan is kind of more important.
As you can see now, we can be live on screen. There's Dubois tearing at the knee of Chucky Murphy. But it's interesting to see Blaster Robinson out here, Wigwam, Gary Bolia. These guys are tough dudes. Dubois, we got a world champion in there. The first.
I mean, we've got the first world champion. We got some MMA style, shoot fighting style champions. We got
the purple
hardcore
pants with gold leather. That's Chucky Murphy.
Hardcore tag champion. I'm not seeing those comments. I might be. I think I just need to refresh that browser.
Makes me wonder how our audio levels are. I'll have to check those. Maybe you guys should talk.
I think they're good, actually. They're actually really good.
Audio sounds crystal clear.
Like almost like you know somebody named Crystal.
Yeah, Crystal Gale, famous singer.
Well, the crowd is just really amped up.
The crowd seems really loud for some reason. These people are.
I think what happened is we might have dropped a microphone in the crowd by accident, and a lot of the kids are just gathered around it, hollering.
I mean, it can definitely be fixed at some point. Gotta get young Let Lou over there, you know. He's a busy guy of late, you know. Like I don't want to say he's kind of in charge, but I've seen him in Bike's office. I don't know about you guys.
He's not in charge. He's just inherited all this work, and it's a damn shame.
His few community college classes have not prepared him for a tenth of what he's doing. Granted, Bike's no college education didn't prepare him well either for what he was doing running this organization. He tried the best he could.
Interesting people.
That's really the. Sorry, I was just saying that's really the hallmark of SCFL is they're trying hard.
Yeah, I mean these guys are, you know, they're sad human beings, but they're tryhards, and you got to give them credit for that.
You know, I don't know if they even try so hard as that they just kind of they're willing
they have
to
no
show
other
up.
choice.
Yeah,
they just don't have a choice. They're here. They got to do something, so you might as well just beat the other guy up.
Hey, especially Esposito has been eliminated.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, we're gonna have a new champion.
Another in the long line.
Yeah.
I've noticed though, interestingly enough, I mean, I good on Asanople for moving on to Ice Bigger and other things, but he hasn't been in a scramble match in quite a while. It feels like he's moving up in the world.
And that's what makes his reign still so impressive. Because he hasn't fought in one forever. Oh, Blaster Robinson just getting his face slammed into the side by Gary Bollea, who goes up top. Gary's been kind of like the new SCFL in a way lately, right? Like,
yeah, kind of.
Wigwam eliminated.
Well, nobody likes that guy.
Whoa, that's Algorithm hitting I think that's his finisher on Little Jonesy. And the reason why I know that is because of our website that you can visit that has detailed bios.
Yeah, it's the meth bomb, which, we don't support drug usage, but, this is just who he is. He can't change that. I mean, maybe he could. I don't know.
This crowd is getting loud. It's getting even louder.
They're amplified. They want blood, gore, love. They just want love.
That's what most of us want, I think.
Oh yeah, everyone here just wants love. I think that's.
Oh no, I was saying blood and gore.
Oh, I thought you were saying love. I
mean, some of these men are definitely unloved.
I feel like almost everybody in SCFL is really searching for love. I think.
Are they perhaps incels, like the New York Times has been talking about?
I do not think that they are.
I mean,
by definition, technically
they are, but I don't.
But they're not angry.
I think they realize it's because of them that they can't find a romantic partner. It's no one else's fault. But
there's a lot of depression here. Like these guys are mental health advocates essentially because they know about it.
Gary Bollea has "F you Dad" tattooed in giant letters on his chest. You're not going to take home any people with that, and if you are, it's not going to progress once they see that tattoo.
Well, it might be
maybe
the types that really are into daddy stuff, anti-daddy stuff. I don't know anymore. Yeah. We're living in a post-discussion Davis championship world. Like, he's a champion, and we have to deal with this crap.
Algorithm is gonzo.
Yeah. He was looking strong there for a second, but it's just, he's the Portland man, Jordan Pierce.
Oh, brain scratch, what's going on?
No naked men yet.
I mean, you never know.
Look at Blaster and Gary kind of working together by pulling each man up by his shorts at the same time. They're
They love tugging on men's shorts. Well, wow.
Yeah. It's actually a decently solid collection of guys that I think any two pairings of them would make a decent tag team. I mean, Jones is kind of the odd man out. He's not the heaviest of hitters like the other three, but still a solid collection.
Isn't it always? Collection of gentlemen. Gentlemen. Sometimes these things happen.
Blaster Robinson.
You're on Twitch.tv.
Now, I'm very interested here. Little Jonesy, has he not won this before? This crowd is so loud.
Well, there's an easy way to find that out. You go to SCFLFirePro.com. You click on the Championships tab and take a look at the Scramble Championship. Oh no. Look at that.
Little Jonesy's out. He will not repeat. But here's the thing. Gary Bollea. Has Gary won this before? Wow, Gary has not.
He is not. I don't think any of the people in this match have won this Scramble before. They've won other championships.
Yeah, this is going to be like a very new... I think all of these guys have won the MMA title.
That's true.
Very weird.
These guys have been definitely shoot competitors.
I feel like someone's gonna get knocked out just based on that fact alone. I mean,
this crowd is going crazy for this fight.
Chucky's got his big kicks. Gary's got his leg drops and his Shining Hogan. Blaster's got his I think a big right hand, if I'm not mistaken. It's not the predominant thing he uses in wrestling, but I know in kickboxing he's decked a lot of people with those heavy shots.
ESFL Gaming is now hosting us. Thank you, ESFL.
Thank you so much,
Blaster.
ESFL. Which, at first I thought it was Asana Fight League, but I was led to believe that is not the case.
No, they do
He does not have the money.
Oh! Gary lifted up Blaster, who Chucky Murphy then kicked in the back of his head. Incredible what we're seeing between these three men now.
Big action. Big ass action.
Big ass action.
This is the loudest crowd ever.
Yeah. We're going to have to, in between matches, let Lou fix this or something. He's going to do something about it because we don't have anybody else to do it. You know, like maybe xylophones could do it, but I don't know. USFL is asking where the knives are, and it's a little later on in the program.
Yep. Wow, Gary Balea.
Gary's out, baby.
His uncle, Hulk Hogan, probably disappointed. Maybe someone can drop the card into the chat. But we are going to have a new champion here. Discussion Davis doing a good job.
Solid job as a referee.
Oh, there it is! Blaster Robinson! The PK Gym needed this. The PK Gym needed this. Let's see what Bix gives it. 80%. The last few shows have seen an opening scramble match. The battle for that pan got a 97% last week. You can check on our YouTube. We clip any highly rated match. But yeah, I guess not this week.
Bix is a little picky, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we know what he likes. He likes naked men exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really
loves
does.
naked men exploding.
You know, we've all got our stuff, you know, and that's what he's into. That's what he's into, man.
And speaking of clips, remember, if you find something interesting, exciting, bizarre happen during the night, type !clip. That will generate a clip. There is a cooldown timer, so if you get that message, more than likely someone's already got what you're looking to clip. There might be slight delay issues over the broadcast, so there's a chance if you get that cooldown timer, someone's already got it. The clips show up in the chat window. I know people on mobile might have a hard time opening up those links, but just there's a good chance that it's already been clipped if it's telling you to hold on.
That crowd was so loud, and
but we love clips.
Some would even say that they were about 80% louder than they usually are.
Jesus.
And no one really knows why, maybe because of some fooling around. But, speaking of fooling around, we've been seeing a saga, some interesting stuff going on lately, and we're going to go visit the next chapter in the Bradford Culpepper saga.
This guy is such a weirdo.
Let's take a look at this clip.
Oh boy, I'm finally taking down back Bianchi. Turns out he was hosting some kind of telethon tonight. I had to check the database down at the school library, but turns out this clothes RF thing is straight up illegal. I was checking my crime books to see if hiring a murderer and letting him die in a wrestling match and letting 2 other guys beat up his body was a crime. But this is a 100% illegal crime he's doing right now. I hope he likes being in jail for about 50 years. I got so caught up in the moment, I yelled I was gonna shoot his pecker off about 10 times. I need to check with my police boss, Nate, if that's allowed.
So that's some weird stuff. We saw that a few weeks ago at the telethon. Man, as we're going right to it, they're just putting out the people, the hardcore fighters here. What the hell was that?
I don't know with Bradford. Nothing he does makes sense.
Nothing. This whole league doesn't make sense. We got the hardcore tagged champion here, Mickey Kelly, in the green suit, beating up on Puncho Baggins. Why is this fight even happening, Jessica?
I don't know. I know Mickey has been wanting to get some singles matches under his belt because, he had a disastrous first singles match going to that bizarre time limit draw with Fun Adams, who has, like, that's the closest Fun Adams has ever come to a win, is a time limit draw. And you know, he's a hardcore tag champion, as you said, with his father, his tiny father. But he's told me, you know, he wants to wrestle more. It's just his dad doesn't want to let him compete. So I don't even know if Kelly is aware of this. He might have snuck out of Ireland to compete here tonight.
No one really knows. Regency Wrestling, Terry Funk, some great people out there in the chat room. Oh! This hardcore division has really... Oh my god, a huge German suplex onto that barbed wire. This hardcore division has really gotten interesting lately.
It's pretty crazy. You know, we should note that Puncho, man, this guy had 2 like tag team matches against the Kellys and failed twice.
Yeah.
Really?
Different partners, but never did he take the fall. It was always his partner. So he's looking to make some moves here, and maybe a singles career is the way to go.
Okay, now go ahead, Jessica.
I was saying, Puncho has been in love with the hardcore action for a while, and he unfortunately couldn't find the right partner. You know, first Ricky Robinson fell to the Kellys, and then, you know, him and Raul had actually had won a #1 contendership match, and then ended up losing with Raul taking that fall. It's just you know, I think Walsh is right that singles hardcore action is where Puncho needs to go, because no one's really
responsibility. You know,
he's one of the toughest men. Like, it's him and Kelly, I think, are 2 of the toughest men that I've seen consistently. I mean, you know, Puncho has taken a lot of punishment.
And now keep in mind, though, Mickey Kelly has also taken a ton of punishment. Back in over St. Patty's Day, he fought like 2-3 times in a night, and he won the hardcore titles, the tag titles, with his father, which is that framed picture of the Public Enemy. Big headbutt there.
Very Kevin Dunn style cut to a picture of the photograph right as a pinfall was being attempted.
God, Kelly's... Oh my god. Double arm DDT onto that spiked barbed wire baseball bat. There's blood. I was hoping that you wouldn't have brought that up, and I appreciate it. Oh god.
Hey, it's Let Lou. He's trying things out, trying to get artsy with it, and
he is trying to get artsy. I think Let Lou is an artist at heart. I'd like to point out that Mickey Kelly, his face is cut badly now.
Yeah. You can't really
Puncho's gassed.
Oh, Puncho's tired. That's a lot of you know, well-boiled Irish beef to be thrown around.
Well-boiled.
Yeah, you gotta boil that corned beef for a couple of days, right?
You gotta boil up the cabbage,
yeah.
you know?
Oh, God. Mickey Kelly landed the back of his head onto that barbed wire baseball bat. So much blood. He's just got a bunch of, like, little cuts on his face there. This is terrible.
Right.
I mean, you can't tell with Puncho because that ridiculous face tattoo. That's not, folks, that's not face paint. That is a full-color face tattoo that Puncho decided to adorn himself with.
God, exploding barbed wire!
Oh my God, that was just
Mickey
a weird
Kelly.
sequence.
Thrown right out. Yeah, exactly. That was just muscle by Puncho. These guys are taking a major breather here. Like, these guys are really just taking their time here, catching their breath. Like, why not? All right. This is really awkward for everybody. Mickey Kelly.
They're just staring at each other, like, awkwardly.
God, sometimes you just gotta...
Sometimes you just gotta stare at a man, you know, like, just longing.
I agree.
The Coons King.
This is terrible.
Stalling, being tired, and that's all there is to it.
I eagerly anticipate the day when previous matches in SCFL Pro are basically terms like, you know, we've never, instead of the Moody scale, I want a front read scale.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm really. It's Mickey learning how to pin at the right time.
Yep.
He's really starting
Three,
to get.
what?
Whoa.
Oh my God! Puncho then goes and takes it. What the hell did we just see? That was a weird match. So now someone who is a hardcore tag champion gets beat by Puncho. What does this mean for Puncho?
Does that mean he gets a third shot?
I don't know. 86%. Even Bix was kind of like meh about that.
Well, that's not a meh. That's
not meh.
That's still
Yeah.
a strong like.
It's a solid B+ player.
Yeah.
That is solid B+. I mean, my God.
I mean, we saw Puncho last week just destroy Offers Thompson, so much so that he had time to cover Offers while Sledding Bianchi writhed in pain and still made the cover. I don't know. This might, instead of a tag shot, I think Puncho might be next in line for just straight up hardcore match against technology. I mean,
Whoa, that's saying a lot.
I mean,
like that, the hardcore title, man. I mean, that dude has pinned dead bodies for the hardcore championship.
He's put literally everything on the line for that title.
Yep. Hey, so this next, speaking of titles, it seems like this tag division is kind of shaking out in an interesting way. And I got some texts from Xylophonist earlier today because I don't understand what we're about to see and who we're about to see and why we're going to see them. But so I got this text. It's from Xylof. Hello. We found this. So they are a tag team now. What? And it says, it's just, I don't know what they found. I think it was from in Bike's office. It's just a little piece of paper that says October Schmidt and Hans Schmidt brothers. Like,
question.
That is the handwriting of a psychotic. Clearly, Xylophonist and Let Lou found a note in Bike's office saying that October Schmidt and Hans Schmidt are brothers, but they are not brothers, correct?
No, they're definitely not.
I mean, Hans is from Germany. October is from somewhere in the States. I don't know the specifics.
From like the Midwest somewhere.
That's what I thought. I mean, I'm not saying families can't move and immigrate. There is no resemblance. There's nothing tying them.
They just have the last name Schmidt. This crowd is loud again.
Yeah.
That's what happens when people are hyped up for.
I mean, we'll see if this works. Stranger things have worked. You know, I mean,
October Schmidt is a working substitute teacher. He is a guy who came in the substitute series 2 years ago. Like, this is... He can't dedicate his life to a tag title, like, team.
Well, maybe he can. You know, maybe this is a new start for him. You know, ANUSTART.
Absolutely. He doesn't have a good new start.
Sure. And then these guys, they're actually related. So...
Oh, we finally got that paperwork back?
Yeah, you know, we had to sign one of them up for Ancestry. It was Brick. He didn't know it, but now he's going to get all this. They basically own his family tree now. I'm sorry, Brick, but we had to know.
I assume that's because Bike was trying to get him steroid testing and he did the wrong service. He just sent his blood to the wrong location.
Maybe that means he sent like, I don't know, maybe he sent like, what are you supposed to send to Ancestry? Like spit?
Probably.
Maybe he just sent spit to like the drug testing place and they're just like, yeah, we can't do anything with this.
We tested it, it spit. There's traces of a hoagie in here. He didn't floss.
Can I adjust audio in the menu here? If I pause it? That's what I thought.
I've
already changed it multiple times. Not sure what's going on with this extremely loud crowd. There's always something, isn't there?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be SCFL without it.
Oh wow! October Schmidt just muscles through a Sonophil who's looking for quite the maneuver.
I mean, you don't teach gym to a bunch of kids for years without developing some strength.
Yeah, you know, he's got internal strength. You know, he's got a spirit and a will, and he also really likes technique.
Oh, October Schmidt is a man who's beloved by his students. A lot of the children that you hear in the crowd are his kids. Maybe they're really pumped up for tonight. I don't know. Every substitute teacher in the SCFL gets quite a few tickets for the show. And since we know, God, there's what, 10, 15 substitute teachers in here? Like, there's hundreds of children. Some of which are baby. There's Aubrey Citizen with his arms. He's rocking back and forth.
Not a substitute teacher.
No. I was just going to say earlier, October had a very smart strategy against Brick of just Irish whipping him back and forth between the corners, because that's going to gas out Brick very quickly. He's going to be useless.
Right.
And notice punching him in the gut a lot too. He's really like, he's trying to. He knows that the breadbasket is where you need to hit this guy.
Yeah.
Testing Bianchi. That's very funny, dude. I'm shark. I would like to point out that Brick is a guy who doesn't have a big gas tank because he doesn't do much. This is the most active he is on any given week, any given year. Like, once a week he does this, but he takes a heroic amount of steroids. Like, this man is full of steroids.
October really trying to gas him out here, and as a guy who runs track like October Schmidt, this is absolutely like the rope-a-dope technique against a big burly man like this who just wants to do uncle moves to you.
Yeah, I'd like to point out that Vera Thoris asked, how do you get to the ropes in a bear hug? And both Walsh and Jessica suggested a good thing. You kind of shuffle, you kind of shimmy your way over. and Jessica said hard work and dedication. So if you put a lot of hard work and dedication into your shuffling, it's good.
Yeah, if you believe in yourself.
Hard work, dedication.
It really doesn't work as well if you don't clap after each hard work, dedication, and you just repeat that 15 more times, and then you don't work out and you just do more steroids.
Yeah. He puts a lot of effort into finding his steroids. High dosage. That's October Schmidt tagging in his partner Hans Schmidt. I can't stress enough that these men. We don't know where Bike Bianchi is. This league is basically being run by Letlu and Xylophonus right now. Sledding Bianchi is finally shown up there as a ref. This is what happens when shades of Bike, the echoes of Bike ring.
Remember a couple months ago when we thought Hans Schmidt and Asanovo might become a bike-made tag team because they have similar
sheer clothing.
Yeah. One's got the sheer up top, the other's got the weird pants at the bottom, and together they make the worst goth club outfit.
I do think that weird pants is something that is
if Hans,
very SCFL thing.
If Hans would just wear a pair of weird pants as well. We've seen that Yasanafil has a flame button-up
shirt.
Yeah, very much Guy Fieri. These guys, if they can coordinate, they could be a real force to be reckoned with. Oh God!
Wow, Yasanafil is just flipping all around.
Yeah, he's really.
The crowd loves him. Listen to how loud they are.
I mean, they love their former 3-time scramble champion.
A 4-time, right?
4-time. 4-time holder, 1-time defender.
Yeah, and .TV champion as well. Yeah. He's done a lot of weird stuff. They're really trying to make this tag team.
One of the few men to hold the .TV title and never defend it, even by way of draw.
Wow, that's actually incredible. The man's exciting. So here's the thing, Hans Schmidt hasn't really done much. I think he's won the Scramble Pan. October Schmidt hasn't done much in his life. Maybe he's won a Scramble Pan.
He's changing kids' lives out there.
He's changing kids' lives, it's true. But if Hans Schmidt and October Schmidt win over Asanophil and Brick, that's kind of a big win, don't you think?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it could be the biggest win of their careers, since neither guy is really doing much right now. They're kind of just hanging out, Hans is looking to go to a disco.
October goes out, but Hans grabs Asanophil. That's a weird thing. Asanophil, oh my God, somersaults into a chair shot, into a Russian. Now he's got an armbar, sledding Bianchi. That's a very, very weird.
Is that? What was that? was that October Schmidt maybe saying that he wants to become a hardcore guy?
I highly doubt it.
I like that he grabs the chair and then just kind of pokes him in the belly with it. He doesn't
Yeah.
he doesn't
know what to
go
do.
for the kill. He's just like, here,
Oh,
here,
his
hardcore,
kids are
hardcore.
watching. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't like. He wants to.
To the tummy. Yeah.
Yeah. But he doesn't want to like hurt anybody.
Like, but he knows that sledding doesn't care about disqualification, so he can get away with, grabbing a chair every now and again.
Right.
Everyone can, so it's an interesting technique or strategy.
Right.
Wow, these guys are just one guy pins the guy, so he pins the other guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
October Schmidt
God.
did literally nothing except push him off of him and then goes for a pin. Like, and then SCFL a little bit more violent with the chair than October, but not really.
No.
October Schmidt, you can see he's got his whistle around his neck still.
He could he could blow his whistle if he was in a submission move or something, cry like help me or something. Like there's a lot he can do with that.
This has been a good match.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think we've ever seen like a really bad tag team in SCFL thus far, which is really
My God, the
astonishing.
crowd is just unbelievably loud now.
I don't know how you baseball slide through a
Drop tool?
but that happened.
It's
The
impressive.
crowd is freaking out.
Oh,
Here it comes! Boom! The big flippy elbow. Oh, 2.9. The crowd is fucking losing their minds. The crowd
love
is
the sound
losing
effect.
their minds.
Or it could just all be October Schmidt children,
Yeah.
I like that Hans Schmidt immediately like slows things down for him. He doesn't want to hear this is SCFL high octane action. He's like, no, we're gonna go for something that's gonna hurt you. Oh, that big brick in. I don't know how I feel about this.
Shout out, hopefully, to our friends out there who will watch the replay. Chudley, Murph, Chainsaw,
Murph.
so many. Schmidt out
Murph's
there.
here. Murph's here, you guys.
Murph!
Jesus
What?
Christ.
Hi! I was so sad he's missing the hottest crowd ever.
Yeah.
Like, this crowd is losing their fucking
You
mind.
almost missed
Schmidt.
Hans Schmidt stomping on Brick's belly and then going for a pin. Like, like he knows these guys know this guy's weakness. His stomach,
Yeah.
and his like air supply is just it's precious. Rick Roberts is what they call a bear. Hairy man, like the
Big barrel
like
man.
hair on people.
Oh, Schmidt's looking good. I mean, the Schmidts, for somebody who's never worked together before,
Yeah.
they're doing all right.
I mean, these guys, they're just top-level competitors who've
that-
never really gotten a chance like
It's
this.
that family bond. It's just something you connect on.
Wow, that's the
You're
move that
clearly-
killed
Well,
Alex Thompson.
Yeah.
2.9.
It's a deadly move. I like that I'm getting Bianchi bugs. I don't know where these are coming from, but Bike's presence is still being felt. Love those big punches in the corner. These people are, these guys are fighting.
My God, the 2.9s. The crowd is going crazy. They love these mid-carders. What is
Yeah.
going on? They're going to be so tired for the later shows. Like, we've got a lot of good stuff tonight. We've got a knife match. Total adrenaline dump.
Discussion Davis has to be watching all of these matches and wondering which of these guys will have the energy to try to challenge later. And none of these guys are going to be able to. Maybe October, but no, I think that's something you have to take into account here. He is issuing an open challenge every week.
yeah.
Open. That means anybody can come out there and challenge him. And, maybe it could be October
Or
Schmidt.
it can be someone who's already out there, as we saw last week.
Yeah, somebody who was literally under the ring and like...
That was like the worst, like, Kane impersonation or whatever. Like,
And it's like,
Ultimate Warrior. He's just there.
Tricky middle. Like, you're just like, oh, God, this is not...
Oh.
I was just, this match has just about anything. It's got a flippy guy, it's got a weird foreigner, it's got a large hoss, it's got...
It's got a really hairy
Does have
guy.
a large hoss. You're right.
Yeah.
This match does have a...
And it's got October Schmidt, who I don't know what category he falls into.
A wrestler who still has a day job, which is basically, I mean, this is classic WCW, mid-card.
This is classic SCFL, because you're right. There's a man who works part-time in the ring right now, putting on a heroic performance in October Schmidt. Rick Roberts, full of steroids. Asana Phil, weird pants. Hans Schmidt, weird pants. This is
weird top.
Weird top.
Not a weird shirt, a weird top. A weird blouse.
This team.
Oh. I do like how I'm standing there and just allowing a man to baseball slide, and I'm not even trying any kind of attack.
He's just like, why is this man doing this so much? And that's kind of Asana Phil's thing. He does so much unnecessary things. Like when you watch somebody like the late Mitsuharu Misawa, even a Randy Orton, there's no wasted movement with these guys. Everything that they do has a purpose. And with Asana Phil, practically nothing he does has a purpose. But, he's exciting and people like that, I guess.
It's basically like Clay Guida just hopping around and not really doing much with it, but the crowd loves it because there's a lot of movement.
Clay Guida, kind of the sad.
Oh! October Schmidt makes the crowd go even louder! This is insane! This is the loudest crowd ever. Wow, October Schmidt going for the chair. He's just high on adrenaline right now. He doesn't care if his children are watching. He loves this.
He's like, they're going to be hitting each other with chairs when I go back. And
wow. Oh, this might be it.
He's probably planning for it to be a teachable moment of you do not hit people with chairs.
He's going to play the clips for them. Hey guys, watch me hit this guy with a chair.
But you must never do this. Yeah.
Both guys down, and it could be a lot worse. It could be breakdown because
this crowd is so loud. I cannot stress this enough. I'd like to point out that this is one of those matches that is a prime contender for our match of the week, which is kind of what all of you guys at home vote on. Well, we also vote between ourselves. Oh God, the elbow! And you can see that type of stuff on our YouTube. So
wow, the October elbow.
Subscribe.
His own weird little people's elbow that he does. Set it up with a spine buster and everything. He's a learned man in the day of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
Who got spider bit? Did anyone in this? I'm sure. Oh no, that was Jessica. Jessica got bit by a spider a few months ago.
A while back.
Yeah.
Not now.
Oh.
I guess the benefit of the October elbow is he doesn't take off an elbow pad, so he can do it as many times as he wants, and it still has the same kind of impact.
You know what's interesting is he's finally taken off the Alex Thompson Memorial armbands.
Oh!
He's been wearing those for months. I think he's finally
Yeah, he's moved on.
Yeah, Brendan Scratch, he's teaching the kids what happens when people stop being polite and start getting rude.
Asana Phil and Brick beat October Schmidt and Hans Schmidt. That's probably how it should have been. That's about right. I agree with that. Great match. Match. Such a loud fight. 85% only? That's my vote for fight of the night. What the hell?
I mean, well, we're not even halfway done with the card yet, You never know what's going to happen.
Anyway, I mean, I'd like to point out that I've got... we're 2 fights away from the night fight? We actually have an MMA fight coming up soon. We have that coming up next. So talk to Jessica. Talk to me about the MMA division. The shoot division is kind of interesting right now.
Well, we started off kind of going in a lot of directions. We had MMA matches. We had kickboxing style matches. It was kind of pulling everyone in different directions. We merged that. The shoot title, this terrible, disgusting.
Look at that thing. That's disgusting.
I hate that. I hate the quote unquote title for this championship. But it's currently held by Boxing Bianchi, who's taken care of a lot of his challengers with relative ease. So as any good promotion is trying to do, we're trying to build up a division. So we've got Baby Hayes taking on Ron Lewis in some MMA action. And as the Wu-Tang says, protect your neck, because Those elbows to the spine are what does in a lot of people.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
man. Oh,
that holster is just. It's the most disgusting thing. I assume it was bought for like $1 at a pawn shop.
It's really gross.
Oh no.
I mean, this is.
Wow.
Oh
Jesus.
no.
Oh,
Baby
God.
Hayes is naked. I'm sorry. I'm gonna zoom out as far as I can.
That's a shoot. That's a shoot, brother. That's a shoot. And Ron Lewis.
Ron
has to deal
keeps
with
getting
weird sexual stuff.
Yeah, so he keeps getting like sexually harassed in weird ways. I mean, I guess this is, this is ancient Greek style penetration. I don't know how oiled up he is, but this is what they did in olden times.
This is Spartan.
This is true. He's not naked. He has wristbands on. That hopefully will get us through any type of issues on Twitch.
Which is
We expected this to be okay.
How dare you stop that bike? Oh my God! Other people are doing not bike waterfall.
It's not a bike waterfall. No.
But I just want to say it's...
Yeah, keep in mind, if you want to join in on that Bike Bianche waterfall that you see going on in there, you can subscribe with your Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime, for free.
I just want to say it's really weird that Baby is wearing wristbands, because I mean, that's... No baby I know wears wristbands.
I'm into it.
He's breaking fave, if you know what I mean.
So, hey, winner of this maybe... Oh, God, ew. Maybe gets a title shot?
I don't know. I'm just wondering what Turgid thinks of all this.
He's Nature Boy to improvise. Yeah, Baby Hayes is the new Nature Boy. He's out there. He's letting it flow. Discussion Davis looks on with a look of disgust on his face.
Remember last week? At least we're not seeing a ton of press slams like Gary Balea was doing last week.
Oh, there's a little hand under the...
Was that Gary? That was Gary that was doing it?
Yeah, you're right. Gary was going for that handle. The handle. The only handle he could find.
The only handle he
there's
could
that
find.
elbow to the spine that is just devastating. Just a terrible... Oh, God, another. Starting to get a little concerned about the rule set here.
You never know. Last time discussion was decided this was 2004 hook and shoot rules.
Well, maybe because there's a naked man. I don't know. It seems to me that
I'm surprised he hasn't just
rounds.
called it immediately for that reason.
Discussion is disgusted by both of these men.
Baby Hayes is just bending over, ass naked in front of Aubrey. I got a screenshot. Really terrible.
Baby Hayes
He's still like a very good fighter though. Like he's...
Yeah, but he's just... I wonder if this is like a psych out thing even. Like, you just...
Keep in mind that he's the editor of our
website.
It's a rear naked choke.
Literal.
Baby Hayes is the editor of SCFL.com.
Yeah, and we're definitely doing 2004 women's MMA rules here.
And we have lost so many viewers because of this naked man. I'm so sorry.
Seems to happen every time.
Yeah. It's terrible. Where is this going? Like, I don't know.
Here's the thing though, people might show up at they might show up later hoping that the naked man's gone, unlike anyone that showed up when Sons of Anger was doing 311 acapella.
Oh my
never.
God, Baby Hayes. Oh God, he's jiggling. Baby Hayes knocks out Ron Lewis with a full Nelson sit out slam.
Weird
imagine how hard a naked man has to slam you to knock you out if you land on your ass. That was incredible.
Maybe Ron just gave up. He's just like, I don't want this guy touching me anymore.
I'm just gonna pretend I'm asleep. Ron Lewis, a terrible father. A terrible father.
Yeah, you shouldn't feel that for him. He's credit Lewis's father, and he was a wayward father to say the least.
A very wayward father. I would like to see here. My God, is this it? This is it. The knife deathmatch is coming up.
We're doing it?
I was going to say banging knife and fork on table, but it's just banging knife on table.
Oh, man.
Chanting knife, match, knife, match, knife, match.
Yeah, we're doing this. So Yeah, Fragrant Tanaka and Garden Green were involved in a trios contendership bout a couple of weeks ago when Garden Green on the Team Belly ribbon just pulled a knife on Fragrant Tanaka. And Fragrant Tanaka, from Japan, apparently was a member of a Yakuza family for a while, and he has some experience with knives, and it really pissed him off. And he's been in some really highly acclaimed hardcore matches, that's for sure. And he called out Garden Green, and he wants to have a knife fight with him. So this is, I guess, our West Side Story.
My God, Jessica, I know that you were kind of bothered by this match, that this was even happening.
I mean, do we really want to, just indulge in this really intense, violence? Like, I know we've had matches, we had a man die, but like, that was purely accidental. I feel like someone's literally, like, both guys are probably going to get shredded to ribbons, and it's going to be horrible tonight.
It's terrible. I hate it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the idea of this. I kind of want to distance myself from it, but here we are.
It's SCFL, and we have to embrace it.
Hopefully Let Lou and Xylophonist brought the knives out.
Oh God. You never know with these guys.
This is not like Garden Green. Garden Green's a vegan. He's just like he's gotten weirdly violent over the last few years.
He's one of those militant vegans.
Interesting. He's coming out there. He's ready for a fight. But, is he ready for a knife fight is the question. He's not wearing any special clothing or anything.
Oh, Tanaka's not even wearing his drive jacket.
My God, this is crazy. Why they're doing this on purpose? Oh my God! Look at all those knives in the ring.
Oh my God!
I assume Xylop just had him in a bag and dumped him and ran off.
This is terrible.
This is not what I was expecting.
No.
I'm a little concerned.
Maybe there's a chance they might. It's not like they're taped to the end. Maybe there's a chance they ignore them and just have a regular match.
Yeah, I totally agree. Maybe they just don't land on any of those knives. And this is terrible. This is terrible.
Let Lou is scared apparently, and he's sad. This is looking a little bit like a kickboxing match between the two, with some headlocks tossed in already.
Sure.
This isn't exactly how I would have started a knife fight, but, that's what these guys are going for here. And Garden Green is not, he just kind of pulled a knife one night. He wasn't thinking. Heat of the moment, maybe he was looking to cut some squash or something. I don't really know what he was planning, but this is where we are. Oh. I guess shoving your crotch in a man's face is all part of the game.
The move that last week,
a knife fight.
The move that last week Jason called a flying dick crunch.
Yeah. You gotta do that in the death match, I guess.
Well, Murph, if someone pulled a bat, we would have had a bat match, but no one pulled a bat.
Oh God, he's got the knife. Oh, he dropped it. Yeah,
he's got it. He was thinking about it. He was ready.
I like that there were 100 knives in the ring. He was like, I like the one outside better.
Yeah. This is my special knife.
Oh. It looks like he's got some scars on him, maybe from previous night fights. It is very SCFL to automatically just kind of escalate. I mean, we did that, I feel like, with the what was that wood paneling called? Oh God, Hurricane.
Oh, the parquet floor death match.
Yeah, the parquet floor was.
Yeah. Oh God.
Whoa.
The knife action is happening. Jesus, this is crazy. Oh my God.
I thought Sledding was going to get.
Sledding is thankfully wearing armor for this.
Yeah, he doesn't want. Like, what if a blade goes flying? cuts his wiener, cuts his pecker off,
Wow.
as Bradford would say.
Yeah,
Bradford's a weird guy.
Yes. The knife edge chops from Garden Green. I
Wow.
don't think he understands the purpose of the match.
Yeah.
You know, it is a knife
Now
edge
Garden's
chop.
got the knife. Oh God. This is I
Give
don't know.
his cheese some.
It's kind of a disgusting match because you're seeing the reality of a knife fight. It's not going to be flashy. It's just going to be weird and awkward, and everyone's freaked out.
yeah. Well, I can't even speak. I was just gonna say it's completely insane to throw up a peace sign and then grab a knife and attempt to slice the
no!
bits off your opponent.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's what's going on.
Jesus. Oh God.
The peace sign and the knife cut will never stop.
Clip that, please. Did we get it already? I don't know. That's really funny.
Oh man!
nice.
And then
Whoa.
that big. I mean, he hit that package pile driver and didn't go for the pin. Instead, he's got more knives. This is.
Right. Oh God,
I
you
think
fell on
he's
the knife.
Getting serious here.
Just
I mean, you don't go for the veganizer and not pin afterwards unless you're just pissed off.
Dude, I'm a shark. That's absolutely got to be one of the top comments.
Yeah, you don't want to get stabbed in the belly.
It's all fun and games until someone gets stabbed in the belly ribbon.
Go for the belly ribbon.
I assume someone Fragrance gonna try and just carve that tattoo off like a complete lunatic.
I mean, I kind of hope so. I wonder what happens then. Are you out of Team Belly Ribbon? Are you all, like you out of the band? Like, I mean, dropping a
Green,
knee
wow,
on
that's it.
somebody-
Garden Green, worst knife fight ever. Garden
I
Green
can't-
wins in 9.5 minutes. What the hell?
Yeah, that was weird.
He just got finished. Good match. Solid match. I mean,
Not enough.
I guess it's asking a lot for them to go out there with knives.
To tell two men, hey, slice each other up with knives.
Yeah, you know what? I'm fine with it. How about that, you guys? And for those of you who aren't happy with that out there in the chat, you're sick. You're sick, and I don't know what to say. So,
This was a secret test, and you're all gross.
yep, you're all gross. Speaking of gross, we have the next chapter in the Bradford saga here. Let's go to that. We're gonna go to that right now.
Bradford. I'll be frank with you, I barely know you. You're a school resource officer. I don't have much contact with you, but you are under my supervision. What you've done here, while you are no doubt well-meaning, puts not only your
but
ability to work for this department, but my ability as a supervisor in jeopardy. Now, what you arrested this man for is essentially a financial crime. Now, in my department, before you make a felony arrest, such as you did, you need to call me. You need to get authorization to make a PC arrest. That's a probable cause arrest. I don't know if you know what that means. But anytime we're dealing with a crime elevated above a misdemeanor, you need my approval to make an arrest, and there's a good reason for that. In this case in particular, you're making an arrest based on complex circumstances that elevate the crime to a felony. But typically in this case, we would list him as a suspect, and we would forward that to an investigator so that they can make a very detailed investigation before they deprive this man of his custodial rights. Now, in this case, you did not do that. You made a very, I dare say, haphazard arrest. You did not ask for my approval, and no investigator has been assigned to this case, let alone said that you had enough evidence to put this man in jail. This is a problem for me because as your supervisor, I am responsible for the arrests you make. I expect that in the future, you will list this person as a person of interest. We will forward this to the appropriate investigatory unit, and they will do their work and they will make a charging decision. What you did here was very, well, it was very short-sighted, and if you wish to continue working as school resource officer, I hope that in the future you will abide by our department's policies, which are very well laid out in our policy manual, and I hope that you will hesitate to deprive a person of their custodial rights before making an arrest in a felony case that hasn't been investigated. Do we understand?
Wow. Well, that was
So he's a
interesting.
custodian?
I do not understand. It seems like Bradford should
Why
not
would
have
he send that to us to show himself like an idiot?
Like, him getting chewed out? Like,
It seems like he didn't even understand why he shouldn't be randomly arresting Mike Bianchi. This is just
yeah.
very, very interesting times, I think, in the SCFL. We're getting really into the weeds there with the legalese that I don't think anyone really...
Speaking of people
Something
into the
about
weeds,
custodians and
let's
rights.
talk about Sons of Anger.
Yeah.
Sorry, Walsh. I just wanted to get a terrible joke out.
These guys are not custodians that I'm aware of.
No, not that I'm aware of. What's going on with these guys, Jessica?
I was trying to get some info. For what I could tell, Tapas Tiempo had a match with Earl Von Trell, I think the week after March Sadness, when he kind of completely broke ranks with Sons of Anger, and he told me that that's when he quote-unquote turned Earl to his side. He said Earl was never really into the whole thing. He was just kind of like I said, a lot of guys showed up to Sons of Anger just to use the gym, and they've kind of been roped into this whole situation and are eager to break out. So, according
there's a logo and everything, though. I mean, these guys, that you tell me they weren't a cohesive giant unit?
I mean, we see what happens in, they fight in scramble matches and things like that. So I don't know. It's not necessarily 100%. Everyone's on board with it, I think.
Wow.
But apparently Earl has kind of broken away, and he's on Tapas' side, and they're looking to take care of. He's not the biggest guy, but Meet Me In really puts people away. I mean, one of his first matches, I mean, he knocked out a guy with his big pin drop DDT. He's a dangerous guy.
Man.
Oh, Bianchi waterfall. Okay,
Look at them. Look at all these guys. The Sons of Anger is surrounding Meet Me In. For some reason, Rastaban's wearing Corvus is just wearing his puka shells proud, refuses. Rastaban, his puka shells are underneath his shirt.
Yeah.
But once again, the Sons of Anger they outnumber everyone.
I think this is the first time that they've actually shown up to
Support
watch
anybody?
Well, to watch someone associated with Tapas' campaign or crusade or whatever you want to call it. I think they finally take a notice.
Yeah, they're finally aware that this is happening. I mean, these guys on the outside, these are the trios champs. These guys are a cohesive unit.
I mean, I guess that's kind of what happens when you're such a big organization. Like, I assume if
organization.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if someone at like an American top team like sub affiliate is having issues with another guy, like, I don't think Eve Edwards or Dustin Poirier is aware of what's going on. They're just like, those guys, what?
What?
But once people start getting beat up enough, you kind of hear some stuff's going down.
This is, even though there's so many people out here, I feel like this has all the makings of what could be a fight of the night here. I like Meet Me In a lot.
I think this match is going to feature a lot of interference, and it's going to go an incredible amount of time, and everyone's going to get very tired.
I mean, Meet Me and hit a goddamn burning hammer on him. This is serious.
2 minutes in. 2 minutes in.
Oh, God. Interesting to not see Rastaban or Gorvis. Oh, there's a light bulb going in there. Like all these people are kind of dicks.
I mean, we've seen Gorvis.
Yeah.
You know, we've seen Gorvis do some shady shit.
Yeah.
Not Gorvis, excuse me, Rastaban. Rastaban is the one who.
Wow, we
Yeah.
saw a bike waterfall there. It was beautiful. With the little lake at the bottom.
It's very Bob Rossian to just throw a happy little lake in there at the bottom.
Meet Me In going up top. Big
I feel
moves.
like-
Oh, wow, misses it.
The Sons of Anger finally recognize that they're kind of like underlings, I guess you'd call them. Like have lives too and have worries and
Oh,
concerns.
there's Rastaban. What a dick. Flirting
That-
with Picaporte.
That moonsault double stomp is a surefire way
Earl Von
to
Trill, what the hell?
snap your
down,
ankles.
down.
Dibby dabba day. Earl Von Trill takes a big bump to outside and Meet Me and then flicks off Gorvis. Like, the thing is that there's so many Sons of Angers that, like, I
What
feel
is
like...
Gorvis doing?
He,
Gorvis
I mean,
got flipped off. He walks to the center of the ring and then walks back. He's like, I don't like this.
I give you a light bulb.
I mean, the thing about Meet Me In is he is the definition of a mad dog. He's not a guy that's going to become, you know, a well-reasoned man. He's just going to go out and attack. And sometimes, you know, he's just going to flip off his quote-unquote allies, and he's just gonna go nuts.
Oh, God, another big bump to the outside. Like, I think that we're seeing, though, that Tapas Tiempo is as big, like, he's creating something as big as the Sons of Anger. Like, he's stealing away more and more guys. Who else is out there?
I mean, who else
That's
is
joined
his
him.
pal? Yeah.
It's Earl, it's Gordon, it might be Kurt King. I don't know.
I mean, after last week's epic encounter between Kurt King and Gordon, who knows? Those guys shed a lot of oxygen.
Yeah. They're definitely on the injured list as tired.
Yeah, they're just so gassed.
Tuckered
Earl Von
out.
Trell. Earl Von Trell is a big, tough dude. He has
Yeah.
busted open Meet Me In.
Yep. Meet Me In, former hardcore tag champion with Chucky Murphy.
Yeah.
And he did it in this exact gear. He did not throw on a shirt or a vest or anything. He just went straight up and into barbed wire. Oh,
Come on.
Those bloody puka shells are just
Yeah,
incredible.
it's really-
It's art, you know?
yeah.
You know, I gotta say, there was a pinfall in there, and the ref was distracted. The Sons of Anger are in a very strange place right now.
Oh, huge slam by Earl Von Trell. Earl Von Trell also kind of a guy who bounces in between, like, the hardcore division. You might have this. 2.9.
I mean, that big Kimbo flex, it's
Oh.
just...
Earl's tired, but Meet Me In is bloody.
These guys get tired a lot, you know? They're just...
They're normal guys. That's what everyone doesn't seem to understand. When we talk about being surprised that people have day jobs, I would say 95% of people. Sledding is on Social Security.
They try and get about 20 minutes of cardio in a week.
Yeah.
The only problem is for a lot of these guys, Saturday is their cheat day, so they're full of burgers and
Carbs.
pancakes.
They've
And
all been eating cake.
A lot of carbohydrates.
Wow.
well, I mean, especially with Mama Dinner showing up there, there's a lot more pasta in the diet. That pin drop is such a devastating
It
DDT.
really is.
Tapas Tiempo. Oh, wow. Tapas Tiempo slapping at Meet Me In.
Well,
Missing.
as you should. Meet Me and flip them off.
Oh, God. Wow.
I love how ineffectual Tapas is. He's just,
he doesn't
like,
want to get. He doesn't want his guy to get DQ'd.
I don't
And then
think he wants to get bloody either. It's just like doing a little shimmy at him.
He eats a. You know, he finally connected there, but he ate a fucking.
It's more like dancing.
Enziguri.
Like shaking his chest.
Shake,
Oh,
shake,
big
shake.
super kick. Oh, God.
I mean, I like that there's 3 guys out here with Meet Me In, and none of them are healthy.
Well, Meet Me In flicked off Gorvis before. So maybe they're like, well, whatever, dude.
Does that mean he's gonna join this upstart faction? Like,
Oh, wow, now he's flicking off these guys.
I mean, these guys are beating the shit out of him. Like,
Yeah,
I don't.
but if I Meet Me In, I'm like, well, come on, thanks for the help. Get my shit
I'm-
kicked.
If I'm Meet Me
Forte
In,
is just completely oblivious, staring in the opposite corner.
if I'm Meet Me In,
3!
like, I'd rather-
What? Meet Me In still pulls it off, and Tapas Tiempo is talking shit. What a weird. Wow, that's gotta be disappointing for everybody involved. That's. The Sons of Anger really kind of let Meet Me In blossom into a man today. 71%? I thought that was a fine match. I don't
You
get
know, there was a lot of interference. You know.
Oh
Ah,
my god.
what a weird thing.
It's such a weird night.
It has been a weird night, which leads right into our next thing. Tonight, Spencer Morgan apologizes, guys.
Oh, I mean, he's
He-
got
he's
a
the
lot to
bigger man.
apologize for.
Yeah. I mean, Jessica, can you tell us? I mean, you can drop some blogs in there. He's been writing about this. Spencer Morgan, who works at Men's Warehouse, a very good assistant manager, has been talking a lot about what's been going on in his life, and he's been busy, right?
So 2 weeks ago, Spencer and Raul, team suits in all caps, I guess, because in addition to formal wear, they also love the USA show. They had a tag match that Spencer basically walked out of midway through, and you know, his team got disqualified or counted out. It was a quick counter if it was, but anyway. He said he had to take care of some Men's Warehouse managerial issues, but he was going to make it up to Raul. So it was going to be a team suits match last week, but Spencer never showed up. I assume he had to cover another shift or maybe inventory or something, but you know, Spencer didn't show up and Raul got his ass kicked. He was all alone versus... Goodness, who even was it? I have it up here. It was Team High Seas, Algorithm Schneider and Captain White. And you know, it went 13 minutes, but that was 13 minutes of Raul getting beat down.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
I mean,
So
this is Spencer
he's-
just kind of being like, hey guys, I work hard. I'm sorry, Raul, and he's just gonna come out and say it, right?
Yeah. I also have to. I really like the gentle background music of these warehouse shots.
I'm glad you do. In fact, hold on 1 second here. We're gonna go back to it. The crowd is freaking out. I know that Spencer's a huge star, but this is ridiculous. One moment. Please let the gentle music guide you.
A lot of gentle music, a lot of soothing gentle music.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Spencer Morgan, there he is. He's walking out to apologize.
Wow. He's a big man to do this.
So
This thing.
yeah, he's gonna say,
He's
I'm
living-
sorry to
He's a big
Raul."
man inside because he does wear a very slim-fitting suit.
Yeah. I mean, keep in mind that this man he's the U.S. champion. There's Raul. Hey, Ricky,
Well, that's Raul's, you know, old friend Ricky Robinson.
why does he need him? They're
They
friends.
were friends?
Yeah. Wearing another Son of Anger. You can see his quick shell necklace.
Yeah, I mean, you know, sometimes you just you need Do you need all the emotional support when someone's apologizing? Ricky's a sensitive soul. He's probably going to be
Do
there
they really need
to
these
comfort.
intros though? Like,
Yeah, like
what the hell? Spencer's surviving for his life here. Ricky
what the
and
hell?
Raul are going after Spencer. Spencer
What?
kind of instigated. It almost looks like. Oh,
What is
fighting for
sledding
his
doing?
life out there. He's fighting for his life.
Sledding, what are you doing? This is not a. Is this a match? How can this be a match? This is an apology.
Apparently, they don't care about his apology. Raul brought a friend, and he got beat down by 2 guys last week. Is this what?
Yeah, but that wasn't 2 guys in the ring at the same time.
why is it? They're going to beat the hell out of Spencer.
Oh my god.
Sledding is doing nothing to stop this either. I guess he thinks this is a match.
Well, I mean, maybe Raul in. Oh no,
I think Sledding just sees men in a ring and is like, it's a match.
it's a match.
It's
Nobody
very
saw
much.
this. There's
It's
no
very
run
much
sheet.
like the Flintstones animals. It's 11. It's a match.
It's true. There is like almost no run sheet in this. But
Like,
I mean,
backstage,
I mean,
it's
look
just
at this.
It's a napkin.
He's just getting
I mean,
totally beat up.
Clearly post-it notes with, doubting question marks. And Brain Scratch with a great point. I think the calming, maybe not in this one, but the calming Men's Warehouse background music should play during Spencer's matches like it's New Jack.
That's his New Jack theme.
Yeah.
Oh god.
He's got like soft elevator music playing during his matches.
The smoothest of jazz.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh god.
I don't want to watch this.
Ricky.
I guess that's what what Raul wants. Raul wants his I guess now former partner to get teabagged in the ring. I can't imagine that.
Big
Ricky is
drop
doing
kick.
a lot of the work here. Ricky is almost like a little henchman.
Yeah.
He likes to teabag people.
Look at Raul just kind of letting this happen. Wow.
Yeah.
Seems
He doesn't.
weird.
Does he not care
Sledding's
about
kind of
either?
having it happen.
Yeah. Like Ricky just banged his head on a piece of table.
Ricky doesn't need this more than anyone. Like he did bang his head on a table. Oh
Ricky's just getting roped into this.
yeah. Kind of dick.
This is terrible. Why?
Oh god.
Raul is.
Maybe Raul was just conflicted emotionally and he didn't want to do anything, but now
I
he's
mean,
fine.
being able to go to sleep
Yeah,
isn't.
I gotta
isn't very
beat the hell out of him. Yep. That could be it.
God. I mean, he was stopped. He did stop Ricky from that top rope move, so maybe he still has some friendship left for Spencer. But ah, boy,
I mean, this is terrible.
these guys are not a great tag team because they keep getting in each other's
This
way.
camera's all shaky, and this man's getting the shit beat out of him. Like it feels.
I
like,
mean, let Lou might be crying to see this Team Suits break up. He might have been a big fan. I don't know.
let
he
loose,
just-
I feel like, oh god, let loose.
I mean, a
really
guy-
sad all night.
I mean, it's let's be honest here. Ricky is a guy who has a T-shirt tattooed on his body. Like,
Oh god, he's
Yeah.
kissing Spencer Morgan. This is what the hell?
What-
Spencer
what-
like went unconscious during the kiss.
this
Is
getting
terrible.
weird. Like,
What
this is
the
our U.S.
fuck?
champion. This is the
Oh.
sledding champion. It's
Oh, he
sledding-
lost! Oh my god, Spencer tapped out to the oh my god.
Humiliation.
Sledding was like, I'm done with this. Sledding just called it. 808. That was, what the hell did we just see?
This is
A
unfortunate
beatdown.
on a lot of
really sexual
levels.
beatdown. I don't know
Yeah.
why it was so sexual.
I am very, very upset. That is Spencer Morgan. He is the Uncle Sledding champion. He does not deserve this. He does not need that.
Kids, do not do that to your uncle.
That's
Don't do it to
That's-
your uncle.
That's
Don't do
uncle
that to-
abuse.
don't do that to anybody. I'm
Don't do that to anyone who doesn't consent to having that happen to them.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
I think that makes a
mean-
lot of sense.
I mean, punching someone in the head or hitting them with a piece of a table is okay, but
Yeah, that
don't
doesn't-
involve anything of a sexual nature. That's crossing too many lines.
there's lines are constantly crossed, and speaking of constantly crossed, Walsh, we're not seeing Ichabod lately, but he's been writing and he's been suing. Is he suing Bike? All we know is that he wrote a blog this week. Please check out our website. And then he just sent me this on the phone. He told me to put it up on the monitor. He's at Mar-a-Lago? Why is he there? How can he afford this? And why is Ron his caddy? I don't understand this.
I don't know. Well, he hasn't been writing blogs. It's been his lawyer, Ron.
I see. Because Ichabod technically has...
Why does it say Aloha from Mar-a-Lago? Mar-a-Lago's in Florida, not Hawaii.
I don't know. I just don't know.
These guys are just idiots. Like
they're absolutely idiots. But like, why he wants a title shot, then he doesn't show up, but then discussion is giving it an open title shot. Like people aren't even paying attention to what's going on there. Like what's going on with Ichabod's claim to the title shot?
he does have a title shot. He should, but discussion decided to do an open chat. I don't know. It's really confusing.
Typical.
Yeah.
Speaking of confusing, Jessica, what's this next fight? Who do we have here?
Well, next up we have the ongoing saga of, I guess we're calling it the Dinner Family versus King Belleroden, because Giovanni is taking on immediately Edel. I didn't know you felt that strongly.
Let's be honest here.
They gotta change the audio again. Something's freaking out with the game. Sorry. Can we do the Mama Dinner song really quickly?
Yeah. Let me grab that audio clip and smash that play button. A Mama Dinner, a marinara, a feed it to your sweet bambina. Put it on the rigatoni. Goes great with spaghetti. Any pasta, it's perfecto, except for ramen, that's garbaggio. A mamadina, a marinara.
That's arguably the most beautiful thing that anyone's really experienced in their lives.
Yeah, I mean, we all have pretty strange lives that we're here on a Saturday evening. Beautiful day, and we're watching these sad people compete. For us, it's work. For you guys, it's just loyalty to watching these sad men and, I guess, women, because Mama Dinner's here.
Right.
The Smurfette of Super Chat or SCFL.
I guess that's what her attraction is. Men, they just see Mama Dinner and they're just like, yeah, this is a woman.
I want to point out what Dude on the Shark's saying, because Miles, we haven't seen Miles in a while.
Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about him.
In a few weeks, because he got screwed over, he lost, Ichabod cheated again.
I mean, he had weeks of dealing with the alt-right. Weeks. And I don't blame him for being dejected. I mean, honestly, he probably should have won that match. And nobody's going to do anything for him, because this is SCFL and nobody's taken care of. I mean, just like Hero Supreme should have probably gotten the return match against Bike Bianche ages ago and never did. And, just stuff just doesn't work out here. And I think Miles knows that. But, man, I don't know about you guys, but I miss seeing Miles. I mean, where are the knees?
He was a fan favorite.
I hope the knee evolution has not been stopped, by the dastardly alt-right, but I mean, I guess, with so many kids in the audience, I mentioned teachable moments earlier. I mean, the whole of SCFL really is a teachable moment of the right thing always doesn't happen. Justice is not always, guaranteed.
I mean, literally, Justice Turner is in the Shadow Realm right now.
So his appearance is not guaranteed.
Yeah.
His arm is not even. Well, his arm's not guaranteed. Blowhole might decide to
leave it.
We know
the Blowhole has it.
Yeah, he just might not take it with him.
Now, I would like to point out that this is an interesting fight because Giovanni's been winning a lot lately. Kind of like an asshole thing, and once again, sledding is over there with Mama Dinner. Sledding should not be in these matches. Like, Mama Dinner is clearly, like...
really, Mama Dinner should not be... Mama Dinner should not be allowed out to the ring because of the distraction. Like, we've seen it with Pika Porte. I'm pretty sure we've seen it with Discussion Davis that all of these referees... get distracted by her, much more so than Tapas or Ichabod or anyone else jumping up on the apron. It's Mama Dinner who's always up there causing.
Yeah, she's pretty much she never stops, and Weather Walker out there, he felt the brunt of that firsthand. He had the match won last week. Mama Dinner kept interfering, and then, Giovanni slapped on...
Oh, there they are. There's the knees.
The STF, and, he'd been through a long match.
And immediately, Ito's damn good. I believe he challenged for the .TV. I think he's won a Pan. He's really good in kickboxing. Like, he could knock out Giovanni at any point here.
That's spinning brainbuster. If he hits that and knocks out Giovanni, it doesn't matter what Mama Dinner does or says.
Yeah, I mean, he had one scramble that he knocked out 3 people with it.
Oh, that's right.
It was pretty insane.
But it shouldn't come down to I have to knock this man out because I know that the referee is too incompetent to give me a fair shake.
He's not incompetent. He's in love. Look at him.
He's also kind of incompetent. I mean,
he's just in love.
Jason, do you think you would get ran over by wrestlers off of Irish whips as much as sledding has?
I don't know. Yeah,
it does happen a lot.
He collides into a lot of people.
he's just so like scared of like getting in the way that like he's like no and then boom, nope, he's down, he's bleeding, and he bleeds every time. Like he must have like the thinnest scar. Like he has this scar tissue on his like forehead.
Poor guy.
Both incontinent and in love. Oh god. He needs to borrow baby his
I mean, yeah, it could be that each time maybe it's that each time he gets knocked over, he actually pees, so he blades to hide that fact. Like, oh, look at my blood, guys. Not look at my pants.
It's like Ozzy Osbourne, and he used to throw buckets of water on stage and get himself all wet because he pissed himself. Like,
yeah.
Good times. That's what sledding does. He's
that's canon now for sure. Every time he pees himself, he blades to
it's a distraction. We've never really noticed it until
we thought about it. But
Ito going up top, knees. Wow, that seems like weird. I wonder how Miles feels about that. Do you think Miles is even watching at home? Keep in mind, guys, I think that
Nito.
Oh, Nito, I love it. I'd like to point out that everybody, next week is kind of a weird week for the show because this is the annual Mr. Bianchi barbecue dinner. So all these guys are going to be there. Like the first annual.
There's going to be group photos where these guys are all going to get their photos taken.
It's going to be everyone's showing up in their Sunday best.
And since we're going to be broadcasting it, there will be a .TV championship match.
But that's it. It's mostly just going to be a live cam on a barbecue.
Yeah, and a barbecue.
For the fans. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah, I think Mr. Bianchi has promised hamburgers and frankfurters.
Frankfurters?
2.9.
Always different.
It's that Belgian he's got to call them frankfurters.
My thing here is like if Weather Walker doesn't get involved,
which he's not at all. I guess he's just staring at Mama Dinner. Like I don't really know.
He's either pissed or in love. Oh, there's that spinning brainbuster. That's one in matches before. Giovanni gets up.
That's finished. Yeah.
I assumed Weather Walker's there for intimidation. Like
he is pretty intimidating.
Mama's not 2.9. Oh, now she gets up there. What? Whoa!
She doesn't know what's going on. She's Maybe she's a little smitten now with sledding.
Yeah, I like it.
Maybe it's finally happened.
After all of this time. On the Ropes is here, asking for Ichabod. You just missed out. Yeah, he just missed On the Ropes. We'll bring that up for you, sadly. Because Ichabod's been very upset. I don't know if On the Ropes has read the latest statement from Ichabod's lawyer or not. Whoa, big flip to the back of Giovanni's head. Ito's got this. Dude, I'm a shark. How can we have a Bianchi barbecue bike missing? Everyone's very concerned about that. I don't know. But this is the weekend that they figured that they would get it done. Because the bathroom got redone. If you remember, the backyard got done. Cost the man his life, but it got done. You know, this is kind of the culmination of like 6 months of SCFL. So
it kind of is.
It's sledding being like, hey, I'm gonna have everybody over now.
Our WrestleMania moment is literally just having a barbecue in Sledding's backyard. Right. That's what we've been building to.
Is he challenging for the title? Ichabod, who knows? It's an open challenge. Ichabod deserves a title shot, but
he could go up tonight and challenge for the title, but he is also in Mar-a-Lago, right? So I don't know how that would work.
Yeah, he could have just done that.
Here's the question. If he shows up for the open challenges, does that count as his #1 contendership, or does he still have one in his back pocket?
That's an excellent question.
Oh
God, this might be it. Oh God, immediately Ito's just crawl into the ropes.
That's what finished off Weatherwalker last week.
Yep.
You know?
That marinara lock is
the marinara lock.
Marinara lock.
Again, I gotta give
the marinara bomb
to Verathoris.
Damn it! Giovanni wins again. This time with a little interference from Mama.
Her presence was felt.
Yeah.
It looked like he kicked out there, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Do you think so? Because there was a fast count last week. Are you kidding me?
It looked like he got out right before the 3.
I hate that.
If you're asking me here.
I hate that.
And he finished with a screw bomb. He definitely screwed. That's for sure.
I'm sure he calls it, a... Shit, I can't think of the name for the corkscrew-shaped pasta, like the Italian name. Oh my god.
Rigatoni? No, I don't know. What is it?
Fusilli?
Fusilli Jerry.
Fusilli Jerry. Every time I have to make fusilli for my kids, I tell them the story of Fusilli Jerry. And my wife gets really upset.
So there's your Mar-a-Lago picture. What's the next fight that we have come up here? Oh,
Hardcore Tag Team Action.
Hardcore.
The Missouris, Maniac and Maximo versus the unlikely team of Front Reed and Gordon Garibaldi. They were both in hardcore matches last week. They both won by submission, which, I mean, we've seen that a post-it note with brothers ? Is enough to make a tag team. Maybe winning the submission in a hardcore match is enough to make a tag team. I mean, I'm sure it'll be a good match.
The Missouris are here to hurt people, so
yeah, we've got to find something Bix likes, because he is not the highest we've had is an 86 rating from him. He has not enjoyed this night one bit.
I mean, how do you guys at home feel? Because I feel like it's been a good, fun night.
Oh, it's been a great night. I just think Bix is grumpy for some reason. I think it's because he promised everyone a Kane column for May 19th, and he didn't deliver, and he's mad. He's upset at himself, and he's taking it out on us.
Wow.
I mean, he didn't actually promise it. He said he was thinking about it, but he promised it. That means he promised it on the internet.
Yeah, these guys. Mass transit incident.
Murph has a good question. Dave, do you have your kids sing the Mama Dinner Marinara jingle during pasta dinner?
We've tried. That's for sure.
Walsh should have his kids sing the New Jack song. The New Jack song.
They should sing the Steel Drum Band songs. 'Cause everybody loves the Steel Drum Band. Is Gordon already bleeding?
I think so. So, I mean, Front Reed has turned into this weird, hardcore, bloody-ass star. The Missouris have always been there.
Yeah, the Front Reed scale is now.
God, I think Maximo. There's a knife. I think Maximo is like a 9 on the Front Reed scale. Whoa, Gordon Garibaldi. I think the Shadow Realm kind of helped him there. That was weird.
Whoa, that was weird. Why he got body slammed by the air? Like, was that the hand of Jakob? I mean, I'm concerned here. Why would anybody in the Shadow Realm want Gordon Garibaldi in a DX shirt? Like,
his casino is sinning. It's a sin, so they have to take him. The demons.
a lot of blood. Jesus, there's a lot of blood.
There is a lot of blood.
Oh god. As we saw last week,
This is terrible.
Gordon can take a beating and then just lock on his submission and win.
Why Gordon Garibaldi is a strip mall casino magnate. He doesn't need to do this.
No. I mean, he always claims that he's here to, like, scout for talent, but I don't know what exactly kind of talent you need at a strip mall casino in the greater New Jersey area.
Yeah, like, I don't think you're putting on show. Like, no one has, like, a 6-month sold-out performance in, like, the back room of your strip mall character.
I like that Gordon and Maximo, like, traded, like, 12 blows apiece. Like, these guys really just want to go at it.
I like this whole group. Like, I can see these guys really respecting each other, the 4 of them. Because Gordon Garibaldi's a weirdo. He doesn't need to do this. This man has tens of thousands of dollars in the bank, you know?
I mean, look at him. He's literally wearing loafers and, like, chinos.
I mean, Spencer Morgan doesn't need to do this either. He's got a great job as a manager at Men's Warehouse, but sometimes the spirit of competition just gets the better of us.
Yeah, it's true.
And
I don't know. We've seen a man get body slammed by a ghost already, so who knows what world.
I like that both teams have one man in a shirt, one man in not a shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa! Oh my god, like a weird double German suplex. There's a lot of blood in this match.
Suplex, baby.
Front Reed is a mighty strong man.
Front Reed has had his nipples blown off already. He does not care about anything. He's kind of fallen into this hardcore division, and he's really made a go of it, Walsh, win or lose. Huh?
Absolutely.
Kind of like the Missouris. People don't mind if they lose. They're there to put on a show, whatever that means in this weird division. Oh, God, terrible aim.
It's interesting that Front Reed, the bloodiest man that we've ever seen, is perhaps the only one not bleeding other than sledding. Like, this is concerning.
He might have coated himself in a thin layer of latex to prevent that.
Oh, he had that crossface chicken wing on, but, you know, the brothers, cousins, we don't know what their relation is. He's able to save them. You know, if Giovanni wants a title shot, it's an open challenge, you know?
I mean, not everyone understands that. I don't know if you guys saw Magomed Ashmanod's, I guess, blog post that he put up, issued a challenge discussion.
Yeah.
Which is that's not how an open challenge works.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta actually show up to the ring. You know, you can blog about it all you want, but...
It's just weird, because, like, I mean, I guess translation of, you know, English to Russian and back to English was a bit of an issue for him, for all aspects. I mean, I liked what he wrote. You know, he talked about how discussion is a coward, which I agree with.
The crowd is loving this. Big
He's
selfie.
pathetic for being afraid of a raccoon. All things that, you know, I've said numerous times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was the most interesting thing I've seen in a while. Front Reed hit one of the Missouris with a light tube, and the light tube didn't break.
Interesting.
Must be Japanese.
He's got a faulty light tube. And of course, Gordon is going for the crossface chicken wing because he just wants to smash it over. I think that's the main draw for him, is that he's just trying to
Wow,
end
who
his...
do you count? Who's being counted here? Oh, God.
I can say it must have been a light tube made out of a Japanese table.
Both teams had a man getting pinned. That was pretty deadly.
Yeah.
Would have gone. The Missouris aren't strangers to a draw in a death match.
Nope.
There it is. That backbreak has got to be it. Nope.
Front read is still not leading.
Adjusting his trousers. Oh.
He has to. I mean, he's not wearing suspenders. How is he supposed to keep his pants up? Belts don't always work, folks.
Jesus. This is a really
bloody
gross match.
My front read is not bleeding, and it's really the weirdest thing I've ever seen. This is the front read scale is what we measure blood up on.
He's still not bleeding after getting thrown back into the wire again. Oh, God. Gordon Garibaldi's bleeding enough for both of them. Getting stabbed in the head with the fork. Front read is now busted wide open, and he is pouring blood. The crowd is screaming. They love front read bleeding.
Everybody does. Look at him. Look at his chest. His nippleless chest is covered in blood. What a visual.
Oh, my God.
I don't think Front Reed and Gordon Garibaldi were ready for the unique brand of violence that the Missouris bring to the table.
Right. There's that chicken wing. It might be over. God, the Missouris are so tough.
They really are.
Oh, God. Went out into the barbed wire.
A lot of barbed wire here.
Oh, my God. Bix is loving this, and you know it.
Oh, God. He's half chub at least.
Oh!
I'm glad that sledding didn't get knocked down.
Oh my God, front read is busted open so bad. He's got a knife now. Missouri's got a knife. Gordon Garibaldi stabbed in the face.
Oh.
I mean,
What the hell?
Front Reed beat Frederick as a tough guy, and Gordon beat Earl, but either of those are Missouri level insane.
Yeah.
My God, the crowd wasn't so loud right now.
Crowd just loves it. They just love this action.
There's a lot going on here. This is one of the bloodiest matches ever.
We've seen more knife play in this match than the knife match.
The actual knife fight, yeah.
Well, I think the problem with the knife fight is that we didn't tape the men's arms together and force them to fight in a small circle.
It's true.
I know there weren't people around them snapping their fingers and stuff. Like, that's really the
Oh God, Garibaldi might have this. No.
Come on, Gordon. Oh. Is it wrong
God,
to
it's grinding that face into the barbed wire with the camel clutch.
That's how he finished his opponent before.
This is the craziest match. I feel like Mickey Kelly lost earlier tonight. Whoever wins this has got to get a hardcore tag title shot. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Absolutely. These guys are. I mean, the Missouris.
If anyone survives, that is.
Oh! Yeah. This is the bloodiest match in our history.
A big claw. A big deadlift claw. Oh, chainsaw.
Chainsaw, what's going on?
I'm surprised someone hasn't brought out a chainsaw in this match.
Chainsaw, the crowd is really hot tonight.
I mean, it's a good thing we have a barbecue next week because I think all four of these guys need to go on the injured list at least for a week to recover.
Yeah. Yeah, next week is the barbecue. Please keep in mind. So, yeah, these guys will get some stitches, some super glue. Oh.
Oh, my God.
I thought you were saying some soup, like that was part of the recoveries.
Yeah,
they'll get stitched up, they'll get some soup.
Yeah, some ramen leftovers.
A lot of knives in this match.
Well, there's knives left over from earlier tonight.
As Letty would say, adult knives.
Yep.
Because he uses like plastic ones.
Oh.
I think he uses butter knives if he's allowed to at all at home.
Well, he does like butter.
He's giving this match a boner. That's impressive.
Yeah. You know, how many boners can a match have?
I just thought of the Lord of the Rings scene where everyone's like, you have my sword and my axe, and it's like, and my boner, and he just drops his boner. It's like, we don't need that, sir.
This is it. This is W at 3. Wow! Front read. Look at the glass like in his face. Wow, the Missouris. What a match. This is going to be 100, isn't it? Gordon Garibaldi wipes the forehead of one of the Missouris. Yep. 100%. It's getting a little weird.
We know what Bix like, and Bix like
Bix
blood.
is really into these insane bloodletting hardcore matches. So, I mean,
that was a hell of a match, though. I'm
just going to bring it up. Next week is the barbecue. So it's going to be kind of a weird night. We want everyone to come back, but just let you know, it's just going to be a live show of the barbecue. There's going to be one .tv because it's a broadcast, so contractually it has to happen. But Walsh, what the steel drum band is playing. It's just going to be a nice night with everybody next week. So I guess the week after that, they'll get a title shot, a hardcore tag title shot against the Kellys. 2 weeks from tonight.
I think so. I mean, it has to happen at this point. That match was insanity. It's one of the best matches that we've ever seen, hardcore or not.
Yeah, that was.
And the Missouri's losing in their own realm is a big deal. I think Gordon Garibaldi and Front Reed might be the perfect odd couple team.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
We've seen a lot of those, and it's always interesting when they just click.
I agree. So what are we seeing next year? Oh, the .tv.
So what's happening is Wim Nyman is on a tear.
Yeah.
So he has successfully defended 4 times. Well, I say 4 times. It's kind of hard to say because one was a no contest. But if you don't count that, he's successfully defended 3 times, 2 pinfall wins, which is the most of any .tv champion. So now, normally, it's kind of a random grab bag of who's actually fighting for the .tv title. Now, I believe he's fighting a 4-time .tv defense holder, Nightsbane Colt.
Yeah. Member of the Steel Drum Band.
Yeah, he might be working his way up the quote-unquote all-time greatest .tv champions list. If he can beat Colt, he might put his eyes set on Offers or Freddie Fisher just to cement himself as being, the most badass of all the badasses.
I mean, the .tv title is, it's a prestigious belt. It's defended every single broadcast.
Every broadcast. I mean, it's only 15 minutes, but I mean, it changes hands enough that pinfalls can happen in under 15 minutes. And sometimes cages can be escaped in under 15 minutes.
I mean, this is, if he's going to start running through the former .tv champions, it's kind of a murderer's row.
It is. He's already beaten Offers, I think. But keep in mind, is Nightsbane Cult, is his head all the way there? But he is kind of a dude who produces a lot of content, but he's very successful, writing songs. Next weekend, he's got another gig at Mr. Bianchi's backyard.
Yeah.
Is he really someone, Walsh, who needs a world title run or a .tv title run right now? That's a lot of work.
I don't know. I mean, the Steel Drum Band is oddly successful. They make the most money of anybody in the league because they license their songs. They sell singles on iTunes and stuff. These guys are, they're busy. And their songs might be terrible, but I guess somebody likes them.
I want to say, you just said they license their songs. Who is actually using them for, a show or a game or whatever? Who's actually using those?
I really don't know. I mean, maybe it's some of those. You ever see those games on Steam that somebody just throws together on the base level, Unity or Unreal Engine assets that are just completely throwaway? Maybe it's those games because maybe it's really cheap.
Yeah, I kind of assumed it might be, a CIA black site prison that's just licensing the music to play to captives.
Can we is there a we have an article with the song. We have an MP3 for people that they can listen to it.
Oh yeah.
Knight's been kind of having his way with .TV champion Wim Nyman. But Wim has knocked dudes out with that axe kick out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. Where the steel.
It's got catchy lyrics.
Yeah, the lyrics are literally "We're the Steel Drum Band."
Going up top here.
I wonder if they're going to debut a new song next week, and if so, is it going to be about being the Steel Drum Band?
Yeah, that's the big question.
You know, like what's the
big
depth
maneuver?
Wow.
Yeah, that's the most exciting thing about next week. Is like I'm sad that we're not going to see a lot of fighting. But we'll see the .TV thing, and then we'll see the Steel Drum Band, and then we're all going to eat chicken together in Frankfurters.
Frankfurters.
I think it's going to be great.
I mean, it's either going to be Wim defending his title or Knights Bane Cult pulling double duty.
Yeah. I wonder how either of these guys know mentally, knowing that they're going to have to go to the barbecue and fight while everyone else is enjoying themselves eating potato salad.
I mean, that literally means we have to have a ring set up just for one match.
I know, it's really annoying.
And I kind of wonder what's the point of one match, but I guess the contracts are the contracts, and, you know, we have a deal with Twitch, and we have to put on at least one match a show, I guess. Like, I don't know. Are there other songs about being in a steel drum band? Like,
I don't know of any steel drum band, like bands that just identify as a steel drum band.
The best part is that Xylophonist is not a terrible percussionist. He's not a percussionist at all. He plays melodic instruments. He plays a xylophone. And just because he has little mallets, they're like, yeah, you're a drummer, and you're playing the steel drums, which aren't even a percussion instrument, by the way.
Really? So he's kind of perfect for it, but not at all?
Yeah. Steel drum is technically a melodic instrument.
Well, if he plays a melodic instrument, the xylophone,
right? It should work out well, but he just seems so uncomfortable with them.
Maybe he's playing it like
kick.
Maybe he's just playing it like drums, like he's just trying to beat a rhythm out on the steel drums.
I think he is.
Colt
we heard him counting.
Yeah, we hear him counting the beat and, you know, getting flustered.
He does get flustered.
Well, he's not into performing, although he is a professional musician.
Semi-professional. He technically hasn't substitute teached in years.
He might be one of the guys that likes to perform behind a screen of some sort so no one can see him.
What is he, the Wizard of Oz?
Like the Gorillas.
Yeah, he wanted to be on the band, the Gorillas, but he wasn't cool enough.
He has like this whole animated 2.9. Wow, he has this whole animated persona in the steel drum band. Xylophonist does big bump to the outside.
Okay.
I'm surprised
like this really edgy like street art.
Yeah, I'm shocked that Cult kicked out of that backdrop's hold, but you know what? He's doing what he does best here, making things dirty on the outside.
He's tough. He's got that internal fire.
We've heard him growling.
He's got an external fire, which
that he killed people with.
He was acquitted for, I believe.
Well, no, he did prison time, but just the
right.
Nordic prison systems are just pretty lax.
It's very heavily on rehabilitation. He said he's not going to do that anymore. He's not going to burn the band he already burned to death down. So he's good.
It's interesting to see Wim fighting on the outside, knowing that you can stall in these matches too. You don't always have to pin everybody.
Yeah, keep in mind, everybody, .TV 15-minute time limit here. Like, I feel like we haven't even mentioned that. There's less than 4 minutes to go here.
I mean, Wim has been. Let me see if I can pull up some data, because I've finally been collecting all the time data. So last week,
he won
Wim,
like 8.5, 9 minutes last week.
He won in under 9 minutes.
Yes.
And then the week before that, there was an issue, and we have no information on that.
Well, that was the lights collapsed.
Yeah, that was 4.5 minutes. I remember that for some reason.
Oh, big suplex from William. 2.5 minutes. I mean, this is close.
Usually the guy who's all about getting the win, he sees the finish line here and understands he can probably coast.
Getting the whim.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I mean, he's still doing some damage. Oh.
Huge knife edge power bomb. I think that's what it's called. Wim is hurt. We're 2.9. Less than 2 minutes to go.
That was the Burning Cross.
Wow.
Jason just inventing names.
I don't know.
You can check the roster and
Black
see what
Tiger
it's...
Bomb.
Oh, well,
Just
please link that to me. I would love to know. Look at those huge. He's trying to drive his nose bone into his brain. Colt is trying to kill Wim, and there's an axe kick of his own. Less than a minute. Less than a minute.
I mean, this is a great former .tv champion, you know?
These guys are going at it, man.
Oh.
Oof. This is it. 3, 2, 1, and... Whoa! Oh, after the bell! Colt drives. He heard that. He heard the bell was going to happen, and he still lifted up Wim Everway and drove him down on his skull.
Parting is such sweet sorrow, I suppose. He doesn't want to... He knew he was losing.
98%!
Wow.
It was a pretty good match.
That was a great match. I feel like we're all over the place with what we feel is a great match. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a great match by the Steel Drum Band member, Knights Being Cult. I'm going to go really quickly to their performance from the telethon a few weeks back really quick.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. It won't stop for some reason. Hello. Was that good?
This is really just a tad man.
Weird times. Weird times. And now, co-main event. It's the co-main.
Co-main.
It's the co-main.
The Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys, Walsh, you know a lot about this. The Lost Boys are challenging for the tag titles. Lost Boys versus Computer Collins and Foundation Russo, who have come together in a way against the Supremes. The whole situation is weird. The whole tag team, all of this is very odd. Can you talk to like what the history of this feud?
I mean, basically, the Lost Boys won a contendership bout, and they were supposed to fight the then tag team champions, Philly and Hero Supreme. Hero, knowing that there was still beef left over with, I mean, come on, Foundation Russo always, and Computer Collins, who hurt Cheesesteak. So, he decided to parlay with his enemy, so to speak. And he visited Foundation, said, look, let's go beat these little Lost guys up. He watched the show Lost and was really confused, didn't like it. He doesn't want to fight them.
I like how part of the thing is that he's like, I hate these guys that want to fight me, but I'm gonna watch this ABC drama for like 70, 80 hours. To,
No,
like,
that's,
like this
that's how he scouts. He was scouting his opponents.
I don't understand how this hatch makes their fight work better, but like it makes no sense to me on multiple levels.
That's how these guys operate. None of the stuff that any of these people do makes any sense. I mean, Bradford Culpepper wanted to shoot Bike's pecker off.
It's true, and that's sad. But I mean, on any other night, and this is why we're doing this match tonight, because next week we're taking the barbecue off. Like like this is a good fight. I feel like this is underrated, under the radar show. Next up, we've got a world title fight. There's an open challenge, like world title, world tag titles. This is a hell of a card. It kind of sucks that we have to take next week off for the barbecue.
Yeah. Foundation, Russo, and Peter Collins. These guys are killers.
Devastating. I mean, literally also as well, killers.
Yeah, they are the Lost Boys.
Yeah. And I assume at some point tonight we're going to get closure on Bradford Culpepper's strange noir shit that he's doing. I don't really get what he's doing, but...
Yeah, I mean, we saw him get chewed out.
Dear God.
What's been up to? What's he doing?
You're right.
I haven't seen him.
You're absolutely
probably...
right.
I don't
He's
go to
probably
the
done
food...
something weird.
Yeah, I mean, he used to hang out at the food place. I don't
My
go there.
God.
God, tornado action.
These guys refuse to tag in. No, this makes sense.
Bad blood, baby.
There's bad blood with everybody involved. They are just going at it now. No tags, no rules, it seems.
No rules, just right. SCFL Punch House.
Sledding Bianca has lost control of this match.
He's lost control of
God.
the league. He was there when,
like,
our U.S. champion got the shit beat out of him. Like, this is unnecessary and wrong.
Sledding Bianca needs to get his shit together. I understand he's more concerned about barbecue next week, and if his little like $200 Walmart grill is going to hold up for a roster of 87 men, but and most of these guys hate each other too, which is
And he's got to remember a vegan option.
Well,
Honestly,
I think part of the reason why the barbecue is even happening is because of the generosity we saw at the telethon.
Honestly, folks, though, like,
what the hell is happening? What is going on? Something's wrong with both Ferrari.
Got that ghost. He finally got that ghost.
I think
He finally got that fucking ghost.
What the hell?
He's not gonna let go till that ghost taps.
Wow. What?
I'm very, very concerned.
Whoa!
Of all the people, this is so... What the hell?
Everybody's becoming blue.
God! Oh no! I'm at a loss for words. I'm very, very concerned. Sledding looks horrified. The week before his barbecue, my God! Oh my God! Computer Collins just used his mind to powerbomb until Roberts. What is happening? Foundation Russo's talking shit.
God. Oh my God!
I think that this might just be over. How did that happen? Is it ghosts?
This is amazing. What is?
Shit!
Staring at both Ferrari as he's like rocking back, cradling his nothing.
Whoa, this is really unfair that Foundation Computer of all people it's now a 2-on-1. Both Ferraris. I don't want to say lost his mind, but
He may have. And Computer Collins has mind powers. He has mind powers right now. This is insanity.
oh my God, Computer
He's a
Collins.
higher.
Oh yeah,
level,
both Ferrari is
person.
awake. He's awake, and he's taken no damage, so maybe this is okay. Wow,
I like that he woke up
broke
by Foundation
free.
elbowing him in the back of the head.
That's the cure. That's the cure.
I love the Cure.
Well, we don't know if he's wrestling a ghost. We know that there's been ghosts all around this. Man. Very concerning situation here.
Is
You
there a
never know
ghost
when the
in there?
Shadow Realm is going to strike.
Ugh. This is insanity.
Oh, God. A huge dive. Plancha by Until Robert onto Computer Collins.
Good. He needs to get, something has to happen to Computer Collins here. Was he channeling? Was his?
Yeah?
I don't know.
We
I don't
don't
know.
know.
What was going
Jensen
on.
Woods is on the hunt. We may have to go run back some videos now. Because to explain a little bit of that.
Yeah. We basically have ghosts
3!
here.
Whoa! New champions!
Wow.
He did
Holy
it!
shit.
Even with the ghost, and he deserves to dance. Until Robert. Holy crap. That was a clean pin, except it was Tornado. Like, they...
Yeah, that was. Wow. I didn't see those guys losing for a long time.
Especially in 8 minutes.
66% Bix hated it, rightfully so.
Well, he
Yeah,
got frightened
most
by
of
the
it.
ghosts.
The
You
Lost
can't blame the man.
guys, the Lost Boys are champions. This solidifies them as one of the greatest tag teams ever. They've now been hardcore tag champions. They've been tag champions. Who else has done that? Has any team ever
nobody.
done that?
Nobody, because
No.
there's only been 3 tag team champions. Jesus.
Props to the Lost Boys. Like, I would like to. Yep. See, Chainsaw is in the chat room saying yes. He's been huge on the Lost Boys since day one. For months,
Yeah.
he's been watching them. I feel like this is a big moment for Chainsaw. Like, he's saying this, dude. They weren't much, and now they've become like quietly one of the best ever.
I mean, remember in our first world title tournament, they had I think a second round match until Robert and both Ferrari. They had
Yeah.
a very good match, and they became friends through it. And look what they've accomplished. I mean, they, from hardcore tag matches to this. I mean, from until Robert getting injured to both Ferrari getting revenge by hurting Jesus, and then beating Hero on his own, and then Lost Boys beating the 2 top-notch Supremes, Hero and Philly. Just getting that momentum, it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling, and now they're the tag team champions. I mean,
He overcame.
my God.
He overcame a ghost or whatever that was. I don't
Yeah.
know what that was.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was, and I don't want to know. But I mean, because we saw a ghost, we are going to have to go to the Jensen video really quickly. Keep in mind, we've got an open challenge coming up here soon. The main event is right around the corner. But really quickly, this.
My name is Jensen Woods. I am an internationally renowned ghost hunter, hot on the trail of a gola named Jakob. Jakob, I've been hunting for years. From taking my dearest away, to appearing here in Bel-Air, Rabon, Iowa. Answers elude me. But here I am, a victim of Jakob no more. Tonight there's answers from Jensen Woods. My name is Jensen Woods. And you know why I'm here, Jacob. Jacob, come here. I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid. I've been hunted for years. You can't hurt me again. I'm ready. By God, I'm ready. This is the hand. This is the decay of time, space. This is the hand. The factor of 10.
All of this is very concerning with these ghosts now, but both Ferraris somehow broke
Yeah.
free of it. But about a month ago, you guys are at home. Remember, Justice Turner got sucked into the nether realm. We never saw him again. Just his arm was left. And here we have Blowhole Bernard.
Yeah.
Is carrying around that arm on his gym gear, eyeing it suspiciously. Everyone's very concerned. Weird things are going on here. Very
Yeah.
weird things.
I mean, this started months ago when Bike Bianchi froze in the middle of the ring, and then came back 30 pounds heavier, like 20 minutes later.
It's true.
And now people are getting beat. I mean, come on, we saw Gordon Garibaldi get body slammed earlier by apparently nothing but thin air. Men don't just get body slammed by nothing, folks.
That's
and
true.
then both Ferrari was apparently choking some sort of apparition while Computer Collins was using mind control. Like, this is, they still lost, but
Jetson does not return tonight. You know what? We're gonna. It seems like Discussion's still yelling for someone to challenge him, which is weird considering the circumstances. So we're just gonna go to this last video. Bradford has one more chapter tonight.
Oh boy.
oh boy.
I sure did get chewed out by Sergeant Johnson. He was so mad at me. He kept saying how I didn't have authority to arrest someone or jurisdiction to investigate someone for over a year, or any kind of training skills or authorization to go undercover in a dangerous underground fight league. He said I was lucky I wasn't fired and I should just go back to the school. But I just know that Bike Bianchi's up to no good. I just have to read about all the kinds of crimes there are, and then I'll catch him. Too bad I ain't seen that sorry sack of suds since the telethon. Now all I got for company is a crazy British guy who still eats his sandwiches all wrong.
I love stinking sack of suds. I have no idea what that means.
I didn't know that there was such a thing as a sorry sack of suds.
A sorry sack of suds is like a bathtub suds. Is that what that is?
I don't.
Like soap?
I mean, I want to say it could be like a regional expression. I don't know what region Bradford Culpepper is from. Nothing about him makes any sense. The only thing about him that makes sense is he is also baffled by Technology Cooper's bizarre sandwich eating methods.
Well, he
We
eats
all
them
are.
all wrong. I mean, so guys, I mean, it seems that Discussion is coming out here tonight. He's looking for his next champion. You see the red slash. He's defended his title once.
Yeah.
Ichabod is pissed. Ichabod is in Mar-a-Lago. But so I guess he's not that pissed, right? But so I guess Jessica, right? Discussion's just gonna walk out here, and we're gonna figure this out.
We're gonna see who's gonna be there to face him.
All right.
Yeah. Ichabod's a proud boy.
Eat sandwiches all wrong.
All wrong.
There's Discussion without his referee shirt. Oh God! You know what? I'm so sorry.
Ow.
Nope. The crowd is freaking out, but there's an issue with the crowd.
Oh boy.
So Let Lou's got a cookbook coming out.
Yeah, nutrition. It is. We can't guarantee that it'll help you lose weight, that you'll be healthy, that it'll do anything other than increase your blood pressure, cholesterol, increase your chance of having a heart attack. You might actually die, but at the same time, you see him there with his good friend, Silas Bianchi, who apparently did the foreword to this book. I don't really understand what he would have to provide for this, but yeah, Ichabod is indeed
There's Discussion.
R&R.
Who is he gonna
There
face?
I don't know.
Who's gonna be first?
Well, it's as expected.
What was expected? Oh, okay.
Oh.
I mean,
I wasn't
he did call him out
expecting
on the blog.
Yeah.
He's wearing his gi top. He's ready for
ready.
action.
Yeah. This makes a lot of sense because he wrote a blog about it earlier in the week.
I just assumed that he meant he didn't understand how open challenges worked. But I guess he figured it out that he's got to show up. So...
Well, he showed up.
He showed up before anyone, and here we go. I mean, Discussion versus Magomed is on.
There's this blog. I mean, you know, he talked most of it is him talking about bears in the blog post.
Well, Discussion does have a hairy chest.
Yeah. Mostly about how if Discussion was so afraid of a raccoon, he would die from fear because of all the bears in Dagestan. Just a real quick quote. Now we have bear all over the place. You wake up, bears looking through window. You walk down street, bears cross to other side for bear respect true Dagestan warrior. You go to bakery for buying bread in morning. Bears work behind counter but does not give proper change because he's bear, so you must thrash bear for disrespect.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, I've never been to Dagestan, and if that's true, I don't want to go.
I don't think I want to go anyway, but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's, you know, I'm sure it's an interesting place. It just isn't for me. Bears or no bears.
Big knee from Discussion Davis there.
I just don't know why men should be fighting bears.
Discussion's looking good here. Magomed, we know that Magomed's a really tough guy.
Why are you trying to deprive Brick Roberts of gainful employment as a wrestler?
You know, what's interesting to me is I can't remember if Magomed is a former champion. So what I'll do is I'll go to the roster section of SCFL Pro and I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I don't believe he's ever won a championship.
I want to say he's in MMA, no?
Oh, he was because Wigwam won the title from him via a mule kick to the testicles.
And that is not on his thing, so...
What do you mean?
We need to add that Magomed was a MMA champion.
It's not on his roster page, apparently, which is great disrespect. He must thrash you for that. If he finds out.
My God. But Lou is definitely trying to give us some encouragement here.
I knew that the crowd would not be as hot now for the main event. Like they totally blew it earlier. Magomed deciding to come back down. Kind of a weird main event. We've gotten a lot of weird main events lately with Discussion. Wow, big slam. Discussion has not been the best champion for the viewers.
Yeah, but has Bike? I mean, come on, he beat up Kelly after he was...
Oh, Ichabod. Sorry on the ropes. Ichabod definitely wasn't good.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
we've had just terrible.
We have not had a good world champion yet. We've
like. It's really sad but true. Wow, big slam there.
And you look at like the fighting champion. We have the .TVs, the U.S. champion.
Well, now Discussion's kind of being a fighting champion, though. He's got an open challenge. That's got to be respected.
But he's still just a turd. You know? I don't really care about him, but this guy is he's afraid of everything. Right? Yeah. Mostly just raccoons, but still, that's pretty weird.
The thing about a world champion is, you know, it really should be a specific set of people that can challenge for it, not just any old... Like, we've got a lot of pathetic people who are very incompetent at the aspect of professional wrestling, and any of them, as we saw last week, can just show up and challenge, which...
Dougie Middle. I mean, Magomed deserves it. Like, or not he doesn't deserve it, but he's a tough dude. He might have it right here. Whoa, 2.9.
I'm surprised that he didn't, try to one-up Dougie, who hit under the ring last week. His shot.
I mean, he's gone longer than Dougie, which is a a good thing, I guess.
Nagamed's a tough guy. I feel like he might be able to pull this off.
He very well could. I mean, we haven't seen what he's capable yet of.
Oh, that kick to the face.
He doesn't show up often. I've got to admit. He's
Well, he's
he had a few tag team.
Isn't he teaching
tag
in
team
that
stints
gym
with-
or whatever? He's always in
I
his
think
gym.
he just. I think he just trains a lot. He might just be recovering from a lot of training injuries.
He's overtraining, in my opinion.
I mean, he's had a few tag matches with Torvald. They didn't really see eye to eye in terms of one loves socialism, one's a Islamic fundamentalist essentially. It was a very odd couple situation. He does have a nice two chainsaw.
I mean, it's a nice deep, like.
Oh, that kick.
Yeah.
Nagamed's
It's
gonna
not
pull this
purple.
off. Like, I mean, we're hitting minute 11. This is close. Big DDT. Discussion pops right back up, spinning shit.
I mean, imagine if Discussion loses the title.
Magomed is doing this. Listen to the crowd. Big axe kick. Magomed's about to win. Oh, rope break.
Big
This-
axe
this-
fighting.
This would be something that happens to Discussion Davis. He decides to, with all his bluster, to do something stupid,
Oh.
and it costs him. This is what he does.
Huge slam. He's getting his ass kicked. Oh, he just grabs him. Big power bomb.
I mean, if you can't prepare,
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that Champion's Fall powerbomb has finished many a man, but,
he's waiting for it. Here comes.
Dagestan
Whoa.
Bears.
Big clothesline.
Everyone can prepare for discussion, but discussion can't prepare for everyone.
Right. Now
It's
they're
true.
going up top. Discussion is rallying back here. Oh no. Magomed, huge moonsault. He's got this. He's got it. 2.9. What a fight.
I mean, Discussion was going for
Oh.
the Champion's Fall from the top, and that was, I mean, that would have probably done him a
Yeah.
win, but come on, this is,
We're getting close to, in terms of kickboxing, the fourth and fifth round discussion Davis, which is, one of the most devastating.
Legend.
that is
Fighters.
a good point. In a 3-round fight, Discussion Davis is good, but he's still fallible. In a 4-5, the full 5 rounds, he was almost unbeatable. And this is,
As soon as the clock hits like 15:01 here,
He's
something
just gonna
switches
bulk
in the
up.
man.
he could never be a
Oh, no.
.TV champion. He would just,
Yeah.
he would just be a turd.
Magomed's got this.
Oh.
Discussion's beat up, guys.
I mean, Discussion is going for the Champion's Fall again. Nobody's kicked out of that thing twice, that's for sure.
Nice kicks from Discussion.
I mean, when's the last time he's ever had to use two in a match, though?
Right.
That's true.
The fact that Magomed kicked out of one is, it's got to be demoralizing.
Pretty
All right, here we
crazy,
go.
yeah.
Oh god, big DDT. This has got to be it. It's 4th round Discussion now, guys, and he's getting his
Yeah, we're-
ass kicked.
But he's, oh my god.
Oh! Beautiful combo from Discussion.
I don't think Discussion thought this through. He did pop right up after an axe kick and then start kicking this guy in the head. He's pretty pissed right now.
He's
This
tired.
is definitely
Yeah.
4th round Discussion.
But we know Discussion can go a long time. Like, he went 30 minutes, Dougie Middle went 60 minutes at the fixtures. Like, this is a guy, because he's 4th round Discussion, he's got a great gas tank.
He does.
But 12th round discussion, as we saw against the Fixers, was just weird.
Chudley?
Oh,
Man.
Chudley.
We're in the main event.
Oh
Open
god,
challenge.
this has got to be, I'm telling you,
Magomed
new champ,
axe-
2.9.
Wow, that axe kick is deadly. The beheader, it's put people away,
Yeah.
It's killed
Yeah.
people in shoot fights.
Oh,
Devastated.
Discussion blocks that kick. That was very big.
He needed to do that.
It devastated Lutlu and Offers Thompson in separate kickboxing matches.
Brainbuster.
Axe kick just
Yeah.
That brainbuster might be it. 3, Discussion does it. Great match,
Front-
I gotta
that
say.
Front kick.
Great match.
Front kick to the back of the head is pretty fucking brutal, man.
Chudley comes home, just a little tiny. Whoa, 100%! Props! Wow! Bix was like, there was no blood, But that was a great match.
He didn't have his usual
The main event
Nope.
delivered.
blood boner.
No
The
blood,
blood
no,
boner.
no naked guys. Just a great wrestling match.
That was a great wrestling match.
I mean, I thought Megamet had it, honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
multiple times. Now Discussion gets to put another tick right there. Discussion versus the World. He's got 2 title defenses. This is a big deal.
I mean, these guys are pretty right here that this was a legit title defense. That wasn't definitely not a pushover.
Yeah,
I mean, it's more legit than Dougie, but it's also more legit than Bike taking on a almost dead Kelly and also probably almost dead Sledding Bianchi. Like, let's be honest. Let's be 100% honest.
Magomed is by no means like in this world of ours. He would need a few wins. Like, you put him against a Giovanni maybe after this or something like that. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But Magomed, he went the distance, and Discussion's a great fighter. This was really interesting. He brought him to the limit, to the absolute limit.
Let's clue Chudley in on what's happening next week, because he's unaware.
Okay, so next week, guys, for everyone there, same time, same channel, gonna be a little bit different. This is like 6 months. It's culminating of SCFL to this. Sledding Bianchi, he got his backyard redone, he got his bathroom remodeled, he got his kitchen remade, and now the telethon was successful, so everyone's coming over for a barbecue next week, and everyone here is invited. Because it's being broadcast, of course there will be a .TV title fight, and the Steel Drum Band will be playing. So just one match next week, but we're going to be on for hours live from the show.
Let's be real here. There's going to be a ring set up for that .TV title. All these guys are going to be in their ring gear because they have to do photos, and a lot of these guys fucking hate each other. There might be some backyard brawls or something like that. Especially, it's bring your own booze.
I hope not. I hope, you know.
It says right there, bring your own booze. These guys are going to be trashed.
Sure, but, you know, I think that hopefully they can just make it so it's just .TV title, everyone just relax, because it's just, we don't need that. We don't need them to be fighting. But we will be live from Sledding's backyard for a few hours. We'll absolutely be there. So, well, yeah, who knows, Chudley? Jessica, should we do a quick rundown of
Let's see what happened, because what
happened tonight?
It was an interesting night. First off, Scramble, new pan holder, Blaster Robinson. A pretty good match. Vix was a little low on it because, I don't know, he's cranky. Whatever. Then we had a hardcore match. Puncho Baggins took care of Mickey Kelly. Puncho's moving up the ranks in hardcore. I think. I mean, and I know he's still friends with Ricky and Raul, which I'll get to later, but I think Puncho as a solo hardcore guy is the way to go.
I agree, and I like him against technology in the future.
Yeah.
That'll happen in 2 weeks because not barbecue. This is a big show. We had a lot of titles on the line here, but we need a week off for the barbecue.
Let's not try and do a Hot Coals death match or something ridiculous.
Right.
I mean, we've already had a man die in a saw death match. We don't need any more Bianchi-related deaths.
Yeah.
At least not during Bike's increased scrutiny with the law.
Then we saw, I don't know if you want to pull up there's a picture. We had a new tag team of the Schmitz, which are not an actual family unit, but Haas in October, they lost to Asana Phil and Brick in tag action.
Surprisingly good match.
Baby Hayes, again, foregoing his diaper, defeated Ron Lewis in MMA bout. It was awkward and weird. Garden Green in the knife match barely used any knives, and he took care of Fragrant Tanaka. Meet Me In, backed by the Trios champion, the Sons of Anger, took on Earl Lontrell, backed by Tapas Tiempo. And after a lot of brawling, which the Sons of Anger they stayed outside and didn't. It was brawling on the outside, but it was Earl and Meat and Tapas. After a lot of brawling and Meat getting, I thought beaten pillar to post, he pulled out the win with his pin drop DDT. Next up, we thought Spencer Morgan was going to apologize for leaving Raul Hernandez high and dry. It turned into a complete beatdown. as Raul and Ricky beat him down, and then Ricky teabagged him into submission.
Terrible.
Like-
Sledding just
like-
stopped it. He's like, this
Like
is...
literally, like Sledding was
It
just
was-
okay enough. Like no more
Yeah.
teabagging. Like it was literally
Terrible.
Call of Duty 4 multiplayer.
Giovanni Dinner continues to roll. He defeated immediately Ito. Mama Dinner, of course, got involved. Not as much as usual, but she was still there, being a pain. Another new tag team, Front Reed and Gordon Garibaldi. They might be legit hardcore tag specialists because they defeated the Missouris. They defeated
Bloodiest
the
match ever.
Missouris. Yeah, it was
Bloodiest match
ridiculous.
ever.
100% of a match. They'll say
yeah.
that much.
I still can't believe Front Reed and Gordon pulled that off.
Yeah.
Then Wim, who's I guess got former .TV champs in his sights, he defeated or not defeated. He went to a draw with Knightsbane Cult.
But that was 100. Or
that
no,
was
that was like
98.
98. Yeah. Good
98.
matches this week.
It's a very good match. We had some supernatural shenanigans when the Lost Boys took on Peter Collins and Foundation Russo for the tag titles. Both Ferrari got stuck trying to submit a ghost for the better part of 5 minutes, while Computer Collins showed off his telekinesis by
It's
using his brain to powerbomb Until Robert on the outside. But you know what? Until Robert don't care about no ghosts or supernatural powers because he rolled up Computer, and we have new tag team champions, guys. We have new tag team champions, the Lost Boys.
It's true.
Yeah.
It is Penny's boat. We're going into the island. I never watched the show, so I don't know the references to make.
Hey, somebody's gonna.
I think that all works. But I
And
mean,
then-
yeah. We really should take a moment to be like, man, look at both Ferrari and Until Robert. Who knew that it would come to this? As they stare down a sweaty Naveen Andrews who just wants to get away.
I mean,
these
now-
men are some of the best ever to ever do
Now
it.
Naveen Andrews is going to want to meet them. Because they're
Oh,
some-
I mean, he should have already. Honestly, these guys they're great guys, and
No, I'm saying he's going to want their autograph.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. But he should have already. He should have already cared enough about these former hardcore tag champions. Now they're the big tag champs, if you know what I mean. And
They have actual championship belts, and not a single picture. They
yes,
have to
It's
work
true.
out custody over.
we don't have many belts, but we do for
there's
the big
little
title.
trinkets and things for everybody.
Yeah.
Trinkets. And then the open challenge discussion ended
Yeah.
up taking on Magomed. Excellent fight. Nobody
Hell of a
expected that.
match. Hell of a damn match.
I think it's really
Uh,
interesting that it came to that.
You know what's interesting is nobody really expected much from Magomed, and he came out here. He had that confused blog post of his,
Yeah.
and my God, he really just showed the world what he's made of.
He came close. I mean, granted, we only have one other point of reference for discussion, but yeah, he came pretty close. I'd like to see Magomed in more singles action. We just don't see him enough. He doesn't get many opportunities.
It makes me
he's-
think that we need maybe more than one show a week.
Wow.
But
My God,
who knows? Who knows what
my
will
God,
happen?
man.
I mean, we have a large roster, and you know what's interesting? A little note here. I was looking through some of the title histories. Wim Nyman is tied with Offers Thompson for the most defenses of this title, the .TV title.
My God, drop that in the chat. We're on the cusp of history. The Lost Boys did it this week. That's what's so
Yeah.
damn exciting about this. It's
Granted, next week we're just we
next
can
week's the
see
barbecue.
history.
Oh well, next week. Wow, history might happen at the barbecue.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Offers Thompson would want to prevent that from happening.
Yeah.
Is that the fight that has to happen at the barbecue? Are we
I
making
think
that
so.
right now?
Offers has the defense record, but Freddie has Freddie had the finish record until Wim came along, and
Yeah.
Freddie beat Offers, so I think Wim has to go through Offers to get to Freddie to become the best .TV champion.
Is Offers out? I'm gonna look at the
I don't-
Offers Thompson's concussion. He's still got
Oh,
he's
God.
still out next week. Maybe he fights with a concussion.
We
can't-
he
we
wants
can't
to.
allow
I
that.
think he wants to keep that defense record.
This is interesting. This is very interesting. But I'll tell you what, who comes off of the injured list is Kurt King and Gordon Kuntz, who are no longer tired. They've rested up. They'll be at there next week. Did anyone get injured tonight? Just like all like the Missouris and front read from like tiny cuts?
Tiny cuts. Maybe.
I think Ron with his, he got rattled from that full Nelson bomb. He was technically
He's got a butt problem now.
he was technically not, he was technically asleep from that because the referee checked and found him unable to defend. So if you want to say that's a knockout or just a TKO, that's your choice.
Right.
But I think that's it. Cause
All right. Well, we hope everyone shows up next week. It's free food if you come on by. It's just, it's a barbecue.
I mean, you can see Sledding's grill right there. It's not able to, it's not a huge grill, but hopefully he's able to make some magic, and maybe Mama Dinah will kiss the chef. Who even knows?
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe she'll bring some marinara for the frankfurters.
Well, Sound Trustable.
We're sorry, Sound Trustable.
Yeah, we'll watch the replay because a lot of interesting stuff, and then we'll see you all next week. I hope. For the barbecue. Good times tonight. Good night, everybody. Yeah?
Yeah. Well, you don't watch sad UFC fights. Hi, baby.
Good night. Good night, Jessica.
Good night.
Good night, Walsh.
Good night.
See you next week at the barbecue.